I don't believe that
Hello, everybody, and
coincidence.
welcome back to What
Either
the
of
Fuck
you
is
see what
happening in
happened to
this
Taylor and Daniel? It can't be
astral
far behind
world,
us.
this past 400 century. I don't know what's going on. I still don't. Hopefully, we'll have something revealed to make this a little more sensical.
Let's just get out of here.
But for now, we have shadow figures currently hunting us. So, as the main character just said, let's get the fuck out of here. I like that idea. So, is there a reason why my controller's not working? I mean, it's clearly working here. Is it because the input controls wasn't correct? Okay, that was weird. So, fun fact, if you apparently start up this game with the controller connected, it will say, please reconnect your controller, and it will not accept input commands, which is very annoying. Here lies the body of Isaac Worrell, age 43 years. Okay. Do I know who that is? Who's Isaac? Isaac wasn't the priest, was it? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Hello, shadow figure. I saw you peeking over there. Hey guys, I think we're being followed. I think it's been going on for a bit though.
Can we keep moving? I don't feel safe here.
So here's the fun thing about this is I actually think she might be the safest character now. I'm running with that assumption off of no evidence. But I have a feeling that she's actually probably the safest character to walk around with at the moment because she's already kind of had her potentially dying session. Here lies body of Thomas Wyman, governor, magistrate, wife Mary Wyman, who departed this life. Hmm. Did we ever get the name? No, yeah, we did. Joseph. That was the name of the John counterpart. Quite frankly, I'm still so very lost. Alright, don't go that way. I'm still so very lost on what's going on
Of
with
all the
the
places to end
cycles
up,
of
let's
lives.
get out of here.
As for all I know, any of these people are the Avatar. I don't get it. Body of Abraham Allister. Okay, cool. Is that the way to go? Well, what does this say? Hold on. Exit. Family plots, I assume? I'm not gonna lie, it looked like family plops. Or family plops. So I'm hoping to God, using any form of context clues, it's not gonna be that. I mean, I always hesitant to, I don't know if I want to leave the graveyard, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say in a horror game, but I don't know. Because something has me thinking, hello, are we going to be able to talk to you? No? Okay. Normally we're able to talk with at least one person. Alright, well, continuing on, this looks like a way that's going to get me killed potentially, so that's why I'm relatively hesitant. Okay. Yes, let's just pick up random things we see on the ground. Okay. Sun charm. Cool. We're not just gonna take it with us like Daniel did. Fair enough. Megan Clark.
Tragedy to lose someone at that age.
Depends. Was she the witch? Wait, Megan. Wait. Uh, hmm. Wait, 19. Okay, yeah, so for some reason I thought that was 1600s. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is Andrew's family. Tanya Clark.
I'm impressed someone cares enough to still drop by this place.
My question would be who? Ann Clark? James. So Andrew's not in the graveyard. I was actually really expecting there to be an Andrew, and then we could have that little crisis of like, what does this mean? But no, we're gonna skip out on that because reasons currently. I'm they gotta be dead, right? Like the game's not gonna pull like the wool over my eyes and say just no, don't believe what should be obvious. We're gonna throw a curveball at you. Ooh, why are the frames dropping? I like when I notice the frames start dropping, immediately the game says, or the network connection says, never mind. Okay. I just realized you can't really hear her walking, can you? Yeah, no, that's not being picked up by the audio mixer. Well then. Should I bump it up another 10 notches? Okay, so we're just not looking around. So I'm now under the assumption, again, without
Let's stay
very
away from that bridge.
much evidence
I'm
or
all for
any
putting
at
as
all,
much distance between us and that hideous thing as we can.
is
Pretty sure Daniel and Taylor would be thinking the same thing.
these creatures are going to be...
Out of sight, quick!
You know, it's amazing how many of these just kind of randomly show up. Like, just randomly figures showing up in the middle of the street without us even noticing. Also, hi, you're ominous. Yeah, I suspect that
Best to keep out of his way, I reckon.
characters are potentially going to be killed by the
We should
zombified
talk about
versions
what
of
the woman
themselves.
said before they drowned her. The little girl has to be stopped.
She was talking about stopping the witch trials, right?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go.
I'll go in and take a look around.
Oh, what is this? Oh. Okay, yeah, little hope. We get it. I have to assume they all died tragically, right? That's the assumption.
How you doing?
I'm wondering if that thing could be coming after us.
Don't think it's coming after us.
What makes you so sure?
You and me gotta stay real close now.
When you say close, how close exactly?
Man, we do not like keeping a consistent tone of worriment, huh?
A little closer. A little bit more.
What can I say? I mean... And now we're gonna start freaking out. It's like, oh, you got fucking cockblocked by a squirrel, dude.
What's that?
Nothing, probably.
I heard something.
Ooh, it got real dark for a second. Holy crap. Don't go into the fog. Noted. Which trial this way? Oh, which trail? Okay, I thought we were advertising the trial. Okay. Come place your bets, innocent or guilty, drowned or burned.
I don't like this. I want to go another way.
Don't think there is another way.
Audio's not bad for like the music. Yeah, while I have a moment, I actually will bump up the audio a little bit. Just while I'm thinking about it. There we go. Just in case the audio wasn't good enough to hear. Yeah, because you guys can't hear the small sounds. There's not many, but
Quite the tourist trail.
there's a few
Not a place I want to revisit.
little crunches here and there. Honestly, I'd probably have to bump it up to 100 for you guys to hear everything. Good sir, why are you... Thank you. Where'd the girlfriend go?
Hey, over here. You gotta check this out.
That thing could still be around here. In the water.
No, we left that thing way behind. We must have.
It wasn't after us,
Shit.
it's fine.
You're going first, right?
You weigh half what I do. Better if you lead.
I'm not crossing this crapped out bridge.
Really?
No way.
To find the others, we gotta cross. We got no choice.
Fine. I'm heading across. You can follow me.
Okay,
The bridge is still standing.
Okay then.
I guess cool that that argument worked. I mean, I guess it makes sense in the regard that if there's a bridge left to go over... Okay, I mean...
What the hell is that?
Why do we miss everything? Why are we the most oblivious characters? I guess it makes sense, but I'm not gonna lie, if you're like worried about your girl like getting dragged off by something out of the water, brother, just... I mean, I guess whether you go first or you go second doesn't really matter. Never mind. Does make a little sense to send the lighter person, because if the heavier person goes and it breaks, then it's like, oh, well, I guess you're screwed. Sorry.
You see this?
Witch grave. The stone is believed to mark the burial place of the first person executed during the Little Hope witch trials. Lovely. So that would be...
Let's get out of here.
Oh, hi.
Daniel!
Would you look at who it
Get your
is?
hands off us!
Quiet. I beg you.
Joseph.
Mary? Mary? Mary! I am over this way!
Mary, the fountain of all evil is here.
Yeah, we'll go with
That little
dubious.
kid is the evil here? I don't get it.
My beloved Amy proclaimed it so with her dying testimony.
And
If this evil is to end, Mary must be stopped.
I'm still
Who the
going
hell
with
are
the...
you? Why do you look just like John?
I have no answers for you.
How are they able to grab us? What is
There
this?
it lies. I found it. How did you come by this? Fashioned with my own hand. I take it to protect you. Suspicion and betrayal walk side by side in Little Hope. No one is safe. Please, Tabitha, let me keep here.
I'm so confused on like what the... Like, why are these spirits able to drag us in at random? I still like the idea instead of like if all these people are dead, because they are. I still like the idea of like the detour before going to heaven. Like you have to go through hell, so like each of them have to face their own like little piece of hell.
Nothing. No working phone anywhere.
Okay, so it looks like we really are trapped here.
Makes a little bit more
Still no
sense
sign
than
of 'em?
4 people
No,
apparently randomly knowing
not
each
yet.
other from
I just hope they're both okay.
previous life,
Figured we'd have found the bus driver
and then
by now.
having cycles
Wonder
of
where he's at.
reincarnations. Which better have an explanation.
Why can't you leave us alone?
I like how now we're just not even like, we're just,
I think
ugh.
she wants us to go after her.
Sure.
I'm with you. We go after her. She's mixed up in all this.
The 2 girls we've seen. One is from the past. This one is from here and now.
Maybe the girl we're seeing here is somehow a mirror image of the girl from the 17th century.
Don't you
Okay.
want to wait for Daniel and Taylor?
Here's the
If they were
thing.
coming this way, they'd be here by now.
John has been the one to point out that there... Actually, was he the one? I think he was. John has
Lose.
noticed that
Who
there
knows
are
what's up ahead?
4 different versions of Daniel, I believe. Obviously, there's the witch trial version. Then you have the banned version, which I think he does. I think he was the one that found. I actually didn't even see
Hey,
that.
wait for us!
I think I blinked.
Shoo!
Yeah, that's great. Let's get isolated.
Disgusting.
Okay, well maybe she's not safe. Hey, yeah, let's.
Guys? You there?
They literally can't. Hi. No. Okay, so it's still after her.
I got you!
John! Help me, for God's sake!
I thought she'd be safe. You know what? Good on you though for like survival skills. Immediately started rushing. Here's the fun thing about this. This doesn't seem like an area that I'd want to explore. This doesn't look like a place I'd have time to explore. Time to close it. Or not. Let's keep walking when we know it's right behind us. Like, I was joking earlier, or last time, about how, like, slow it is. But... You guys just didn't decide to follow?
Shit! No!
Like, I joked about how slow it was, but, like, come on, just, like...
What did she do to
Jog.
deserve that?
It's just you and me now. Until Taylor and Daniel get to us.
Fun fact, don't assume people are dead until you see the body.
Hey!
That is Media 101, alright? TV shows, comics,
There's
movies.
something blocking the
video
door.
games.
Give me a hand, will ya?
Oh, hey, is this the house, actually? I like how I succeeded at every step and I still feel like I failed.
This place is a
Even though
museum of some kind.
She's more than likely alive.
Is she in there?
What the
Relax.
fuck? Brother, you're telling me to, like,
doesn't feel
again,
right.
just... We got
Stay
over...
focused. We're not having a rerun of what just happened to Angela.
You
like,
sure about that?
we
I'll
are
do whatever
so
it takes
over
to
it
keep
so
this world
quickly.
safe. Once we're out of here, we'll hook up with the others.
That's if they're still alive.
My goodness, like the tone of
Why is
these
this kid out
characters.
here on her own?
Hey, this looks familiar.
Strange. Maybe she's linked to Mary somehow?
Gotta be. Though how and why, I'm not sure of yet.
I remember that book. It's almost like I may be right, and this may be the original house from the beginning of the game. It's probably not. Let me not get that much ahead of myself. Writ of forfeiture. This writ is served by the Board of Selection on the 7th. Yeah, okay. Day of January 1692. By you are ordered to caricate. What the? Boy, this game's. I'm coming across words I've never seen before. Carucates of land by the Western River and Leafy Hill. All dwellings upon the land shall be vacated, all livestock and all be forfeit and of their old contract. This defrays all cost of England to the sum of £20, 7 shillings and 6 pence, and ends all between the families. Is granted the right of petition this order, but must appear at the town hall before the board selection by 7 days. Okay, that felt like a lot of information that was not important at all. And by a lot of information, I mean very broken information. Okay, everything's locked. Cool. Oh, oh, that looks lovely. Are we just seeing the torture methods? Oh no. Conversation. Ah, there we go. That's what I expected to see. Ooh. Nope. Or okay. I don't know why the music got kind of looked like it, or it sounded like it was kind of getting ecstatic for a second. It was like, yeah, I can't wait to scare this guy. Which is an issue a lot of horror games actually have. Typically, you'll have audio. Well, I guess horror genre, period, no matter the media standpoint, typically has. You'll have scenarios of people just kind of ruining scares with audio. Closed Popper doll is thought to have originally belonged to a child in the late 1600s.
Take a look at this.
Well, darn.
I've seen this before.
Where?
On the road outside that shitty little bar we stopped at. Angela and me saw it laying there, picked it up. Right before that kid Mary scared us for the first time.
Interesting.
You think she maybe let us here? Wanted us to see this?
I didn't get to look around at the other stuff, darn it.
Let's take a proper look.
What the hell, Professor?
Yeah, let's touch the witchcraft.
There are many, many stories about how spirits can attach themselves to objects.
Sure, in movies. Take it easy, will you?
What if Mary's spirit is somehow attached to this thing? We burn it, and this could all end right here.
We're
Look at it another way.
making very
Maybe by
large
burning the
jumps in
precious
logic.
things, it's just gonna piss the kid off.
You might be right.
Why was the immediate what that okay? You good lord, I need to not have you be the leader. You are very untrustworthy to like any logical format of concluding. Holy crap. This man said, maybe if we burn it, we'll get out of here. It's like, wow. what made you think of that? Like, we don't even know if we have no information on what's happening here, like, none at all. The characters are so lost, and so am I. I, Mary Milton, confess the truth of the wickedness I have witnessed before the Sabbath day. Mistress Amy did, by the ash tree, commune with the black Samuel, a spirit in the form of a dog that spoke with the voice of a man. Then she spun 3 times around and agreed to serve the spirit and deliver children of the village to it. Then she made a poppet and placed a spell upon it, cursed those who would oppose her. These and diverse foul things I have seen. Simon Carver. Well then. Which one's Mary again? There's a lot of names I gotta keep up with, and it's only 5 characters. Okay. Neat. Oh, this was just a window. Yeah, jump scare. Come on. Knew it. That was a lousy jump scare, though. Be thinking back to Until Dawn, where they actually
This is the same trial.
put some
we saw
effort
back
into
at the
it.
police station.
People being disturbingly alike.
Right. And this kid Mary who snitched on everyone. That's got to be the girl we're seeing.
So, yeah, Mary is the little girl. Okay. It's hard to keep up. I forget.
We can get out this way.
Again, like, locked arms with people in this scenario. Like, straight up. Like, the fog already has the capability of taking people.
Where'd that little girl
I'd be
go?
worried about a door closing between us.
She let us in here and then disappeared.
Maybe
Or
that was her plan
a
all
sewer
along.
grate getting
Lead us to the
thrown
poppet.
open to
Job done.
slink someone down in.
I'm not sure about that.
Like, I like, it's just... I'll tell you now, so far,
Almost out of juice.
and, like, games like this, which
No
are,
signal
like,
out here anyway.
people loosely call games, and I kind of agree, because, like, mechanically speaking, there's not much interactivity for the player, like, even in regard to, like, choose your own adventure games. It's like, you don't really have that many choices, and it doesn't really, like, matter
hear that?
that much.
Maybe. Heard something. Not sure what.
Guys? Professor?
But, like, games like
That you
this
in there?
have to...
Can we just get out of here?
Yeah, well, we know who's in there. Games
Where
like
the hell are the
this
others?
have to
Probably as lost
focus
as
on
us.
story and
they're
characters,
looking
because that's
for
all
us?
they have.
Could be.
Like, mechanics,
Angela's
it's like,
got no
it's very
interest in
limited.
finding me.
Obviously, your
That's for sure.
environment and your
She's got a mean
model
streak, all right.
designs, audio,
But
like,
she's got some
basic
heart.
stuff like that for the
You
horror
sure about
genre,
that?
Yeah,
or games
known
in
her for a
general,
long
but
time.
specifically for the
Longer than
design
any
of
of you.
atmosphere,
she's been through some real shit,
is important.
but she's still got a soft side.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm
Guess you're right.
glad we're talking about characters, but you have to be very good at developing those and making sure pacing is on point, your story is cohesive, even if you're hoping for a big reveal by the
Alright.
end.
$10 says no one's home.
I'm not
D-
touching that.
It's just,
Still.
the dialogue's
First place
not
we've seen in a while.
great, the
Find a
tone
way in?
between characters switches pretty fast.
You found a way into that store? You a burglar in your spare time?
No. But I was in a past life.
Yeah, you who have apparently the most. Like, it's just a lot of open-endedness right now, and, like, you know, to be determined on the reveal by the end of the game, sure, but that doesn't stop the characters from being kind of very one note. Like, even in regards to us trying to develop them with our choices, they're still not terribly interesting. It's just like, I can't help but, like, keep going back to, like, the tonal issues of a lot of the conversations. Like, we go from being
Not getting through
scared to
this
being
way.
calm to being scared very fast. And like that's fine for when we pop to scared when something happens, but it's like people go on a dime. I still can't get over like the bridge scene with the professor. Dude immediately blitzed, and I like you literally had no time to understand what he was even looking at. Like none whatsoever. I still have no idea what was even seen. And then we go to the shed and he blitzes just as quickly.
Check this out.
Check what out?
Don't think anyone's visited for a long time.
As like
Oh,
that
yeah.
said something
Last
cowardly
10
about the
bucks, you owe me.
character that
Don't owe you squat. I
got
never took the
loosely
bag.
addressed, and that was by our
Fair
choice,
enough.
not directly by the game doing it,
It's loose. I can jimmy this open, no problem.
which is bad on his character account, bad on the game not addressing it directly.
We could have a big powwow.
Like
about who
it
goes in
shouldn't be
first.
miscellaneous for
We
us to
both know
like
what's gonna happen.
have that addressed.
Right.
Sure
I'm sorry,
thing.
it just shouldn't. I just
Whoa, what the? Whoa,
we
that's-
shouldn't have been able to get in like that. We did not
Easy now,
duck
tough
down, I
guy.
don't think at
Don't
all.
get the scary doll.
Funny.
Shut up and get in here before something
your ass in
drags you.
here.
Yeah.
Come on, this way.
Are we in the same house? How?
These things look so real. They're freaking me out. What's up?
I just saw something.
Yeah,
Where the hell
let's
are you going?
investigate.
You sure this is a good move?
Nope.
So, explain to me why the character who pointed out that this game was, or that this... Okay, we saw that person. He clearly... That's another issue. Is people clearly... You heard that. You heard that. There's no way you didn't. Like, people not reacting when they should. Like, people are easily seeing, like...
Where are you?
Suspension of disbelief. Like, dude, why? Okay, so you heard it, but you didn't react to it. You're now just yelling, "Where are you?" Okay, I guess we're gonna have a scenario where we need to hide. Camera?
Taylor?
Camera. Yeah, no, that's...
Cast aside your false idols and pray to the one Almighty Lord for forgiveness.
Taylor! You okay? What's going on?
That camera lock was awful, by the way, because I did not want to come into this side of the house. Because Taylor did not go to the side of the house.
Come on.
Okay, she did? But no,
What
I
happened?
didn't think she...
I heard voices.
What?
I saw my fucking self looking back at me, dressed all weird, speaking funny. I mean, what the fuck?
What? Why? Pathetic?
Sorry I wasn't there for you.
Why is that your
Woman,
descriptor
no
for
one
that?
looked like me. They just
Why not apologetic?
dragged her out like some kind of criminal. I mean, shit. Let's get out of here.
I hear that.
So here's what I would recommend. Not having any of them, again, I don't like the idea of any of these people knowing each other, because it's just kind of odd, especially when, like, Andrew doesn't know anybody. So here's where we can actually pick up a weapon. Neat.
I found a knife.
Maybe it was a knife once, when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Think we should bring it along?
Here, you take it.
Why?
It's obvious, dummy. Self-defense.
You take it. You know, just in case.
Yeah, no, well, you're next on the chopping block, it sounds like. So for now, you take it. No, I'm now turned all around. Okay, so wait, no, that's not. Okay, so this is the room okay, so yeah, no, I wasn't getting wrapped around. The game just auto-locked me. Cause I went this way. Okay, so I wasn't losing my mind. The game just doesn't understand its own placement, apparently. Okay, so okay, yeah. I walked this way and it immediately flipped me over in this direction where she went, which is the direction I wanted to go, but that stupid camera lock is awful. I just okay. Yeah, no, don't have them know each other. Kind of get rid of the multiple cycles of like reincarnation because that seems unnecessary at this point, unless like it's gonna be like, yes, you've all been cursed to live over and over and over again, reincarnating, and you all encounter each other again and again and again until you solve your differences or something like that, which doesn't make sense because Andrew's not as much of a schmuck, or so far he doesn't seem like a schmuck, even though we're kind of deciding his character. Oh, hey, the doll's gone. Like, the characters don't match the witch trial versions.
Hey,
So clearly
check
the
this out.
reincarnating with the same face is not keeping the personality. So maybe it's you have
The
to
enclosed
satisfy the
puppet,
past.
or doll, is thought to have originally belonged to a child in the late
Again, I'm
1600s.
confused on the story, but either way,
Creepy.
I think I would prefer a storyline where we were
Shit,
just
wait, I
focused on
got it. This
Andrew
missing doll has got to be the one I saw with the kid.
and
You
like
think?
everybody
weird.
had encounters
Kinda
with their
weird. This place
ghost,
is full-on
but we
nightmare
didn't see it.
central. I don't want to
But
stay
we
here
had to
any
figure
longer
the
than I
story
have
out
to.
by picking up the pieces of what
With you
they
on
tell
that.
us. Because the reason why I say that is this is the first time with her over here, Taylor, that we had a character encounter the ghost without us being there. Okay, yeah, that's sure. Okay, so there's a few issues with the game. Oh, that fell. That's what that noise was. Okay. Okay, yeah. Neat. All right, let's get out of here.
Come on, this way out.
But yeah, like going back to it, like characters keeping format with themselves, even within regards to like us developing them, people just acting really out of character without us having input. Like Taylor, the person that's like, yeah, no, screw that. This is a horror movie. It's like, so why did you go off to investigate by yourself?
Oh, hello. Are things becoming any clearer
Like,
for you? That thing, whatever it is, just keeps coming for Angela. Unrelenting. I do hope she's okay.
so here's the other option here also, is it may be trying to kill her, but it also may be trying to like reconnect with her. Who knows? The issue is like, why would the player hazard that chance of losing someone
Now,
if
at
they want to keep
last,
everyone alive?
someone has a weapon. That might prove useful. Let me help you out. Give you one little hint.
Sure, your last one sucked, but okay.
Well then, how can I put this? We each have our own demons. They are ours and ours alone, and they are often born out of regret.
You're gonna tell us we have to
I'll
face our
leave you
demons?
now with some wise words from a great Irish playwright I once met in Paris, I believe. Never judge anyone shortly. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. She's just a child. Let's
Yeah,
speak again later.
I've been going with that assumption this entire time for that, but what was the first part of that, Chief?
Looks like we
It's like
bugged
everyone
out.
has their demons, and
Back
it's
on the
like,
road.
okay,
The professor and the others can't be far.
does that mean they need to face
Hope you're
them?
right.
But again,
Been shit out of luck so far tonight.
like, we don't know what the outcome's gonna be, and like, why would we assume it would be anything benevolent? As someone like whose goal is to keep everyone alive, ideally, like you really wouldn't make that conclusion just randomly, and even if you did, because I've had the thought beforehand, like
The woman who looks like
if I
me.
test it,
What did she do to be taken like that?
it's just gonna get them
Not a
killed
great omen for
potentially.
sure.
So
But nothing's gonna
the
happen
risk
here.
kind of outweighs the reward in my mind. No, that's gonna be lovely. Again, these premonitions are something that like Until Dawn had, and they're so they were kind of useless there, and they're very useless here. I'm sorry, it's idiotic. For the love of everything, like at least when Until Dawn had it, they had like totems specifying what type of like vision they were, so you could at least like kind of estimate what you tried to avoid and what you tried to enforce. It wasn't good then. It's worse now. Like it hasn't gotten better. Like I'm fine with you having that like psychic thing happen, but A, you need to have the characters react to it, and B, you need to make it a little bit more clear. I get you don't want to like handhold people, but when you give hints, they need to be hints and not just like, oh yeah, this is a scene you're about to see in the future. Good luck. like like what you're supposed to take from premonitions as like a mechanic is typically, do I try to avoid this? Do I try to enforce this? Is there a way that I can affect change here? It's like, according to this game, not really so far. King William's War, Commencement Day Massacre. On Commencement Day in 1690, while Puritans celebrated the graduation of the town's young men, an army of French and Indians attacked, burning a number of homesteads. 8 men were killed and a number of women and children taken into slavery in Acadia. The fate of the slaves is unknown. Taken into slavery. I don't know people's last names. Those killed. Okay. I'm bad with names, and this game, again, has a lot of names to rummage through. Alright. Actually, can we talk to you? Are we capable of discussing with you? Which is an odd, like, I feel like every area you should be able to talk with the person that you're currently walking around with. Because it feels kind of weird that you're able to do it, like, 2 times out of 5. And what's your condition here for allowing me to do so? As was the home of promising young Arthur,
Even
Tilly
the writers
Johnson.
here don't have happy endings.
Sure looks
Gothic
that way.
novel, Tract of the Tethered. Tilly was mysteriously found dead home June of 1958. So, is that Taylor? Was that the bust of Taylor? Which, yeah, looking back at it now, I think that was a second reincarnation, and this is the third version of her. It's just confusing all
What
the
I
way
saw
around.
back there was unreal.
I get that, but
But shit, this whole night has been messed up since we crashed. Thanks for having my back. This shitty night would be a lot tougher without you here.
We've looked out for each other.
I feel like I've done my best to keep relationships good between everybody. Kind of hard to help with Angela and Taylor, though, I will admit. Dude, what is with the audio? I don't get it. Okay. I feel like this game is almost as good as, like, Pokemon when it comes to, like, ah, yes, this bookshelf has books. Thanks, game. Thanks for that pointless information that I could examine. That I took time out of my way for.
Where the hell is that coming from?
What? I
don't know.
hear audio from the game, sure, but I haven't exactly been able to identify what it is. Hi. I hate camera logs like this.
Swing looks like the one in my backyard when I was a kid. No
It
way.
is. Look at the
Get over
serial
here.
number. There was
What's
someone
up?
behind you. Why does no one notice
This
things?
is impossible. I know those markings. This
Stars.
is my old tire swing. Look, here, see?
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay, you don't get it. See these stars?
Yeah.
I painted them onto this tire with my dad
Okay.
when I was 10 years old.
Okay, so we're making the assumption that there can't be
You
another
sure?
tire
Hell
with
yes, I'm
more
sure
stars,
this is
like with
my
stars on
tire
it.
swing.
Like,
How come it's out here?
you sound
Believe you,
insane.
okay? So what does it mean?
More paranoid as
It's
hell.
gotta be some weird head trip message for me.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. We're getting through this, okay? Together.
I still say dialogue sucks ass because it does.
This is not my doing. You must help me. I beg you. Please help me before it is too late.
So did Mary just say, I think it was
Only
Mary
the
that just said
Almighty
this
can
is not
forgive your
my
sin.
doing, right?
That is your only hope of salvation.
Listen to me. I have committed no sin. The puppet I am condemned for is a child's plaything. Nothing more. I
I
swear
will not
it.
be deceived. I see the evil in you.
Reverend
My
Carver.
duty is to
Okay.
cleanse our town of your sickness. There is no other way. You must hang. I pray, Lord, for you to take the soul of this, our sister Tabitha, who has been led astray by the devil, and do with it as you will.
Oh, hey. Those marks on your neck, sweetheart. Okay, so I didn't have a choice to say anything or do anything there. Interesting. Although I don't remember having the ability to do anything with the other execution either.
The woman we just saw, it was me. That means I'm next.
That's why I gave you the knife.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to you. I'll make sure of that.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here.
Let's keep on going to the church. That's likely where the rest are.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Again, we're under the assumption currently that these demons will only go after the people that they're mirrored to look at or look like. Which seems to be true currently. Oh, that cat was...
Feels like we're being followed.
We are being followed. Hey!
Is it
Get the fuck
floating
outta here.
after us?
Fuck off, will you?
Yeah, it's gonna listen.
Oh crap, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, we're running.
Move! Run!
Really? You know, help her up, brother. This is not what I wanted. This is something I detest about choose your own adventure games. It's never what you actually want to choose. We could have easily gone under. This thing's teleporting. Why did we stop? We didn't even see the jump. Okay. This seems so much more climactic than it actually is, by the way. You got it, dude. How is it? It's so goofy looking, actually.
Keep moving, go!
It's so goofy looking. I'm sorry, that's kind of stupid. I was talking earlier about how I kind of like the design of the models, but boy, that does look stupid as can be.
You hear that? Is that Taylor?
Yeah, no, when I chose run, I was easily under the assumption that both of us were going to agree to run, not he was going to leave her behind and not help her up on stuff.
Hey!
One of those fucking things is after us!
Inside, go!
No, it's after you, sweetheart.
Move it!
Hollowed ground, please.
Run! Get inside! What the hell are you doing?
This man's like, I'm gonna casually walk because this thing this thing ain't gonna kill me.
Where's Angela?
She didn't make it. Nothing we could do.
We literally
kidding me?
got over it
No,
so
and
fast.
we have to keep that thing outside, or we'll be joining her.
Yeah, because that little
Look for
pedestal's
ways
gonna
in
do
and out of
anything.
here. Close them all off. Shit! Come on, we need a barricade here.
No, I don't think we do. Although, granted, dude outside could easily knock and say, hey, let me in.
Hey!
Oh, nope, there it is.
Hey! Why the hell is that old fool still out there?
What? Concerned. He's following us. That sounds accusatory as can be, but okay, I'll choose it.
Looks like he's following us.
Whatever he's up to, we can't trust him.
I know you're inside.
What in God's name is he up to? He's gonna lead that thing straight to us.
He doesn't get how much trouble we're in here.
What the hell is going on in there?
You need to get away from here. Go before it's too late.
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in.
Maybe he can help us out.
This is a really bad idea.
Maybe. Maybe it is. But you know what?
What exactly is
Gotta be
going
willing
on
to
here?
do different stuff.
Something came after us.
That
It
thing
was...
was straight out of a nightmare or a horror movie.
What the fuck you talking about? Well, you bang your head tonight?
You gotta help us. Please, we're all out of options here. I feel like I'm never gonna get out of this town.
You and me both, man. I'll go get help.
Fucking waste of time. That thing's out there.
Hold on, I gotta see. Ben assured Andrew he would get help at the church door, okay? Sure. Sure, this a lot of these bearings don't seem to matter.
It's toying with us. Doesn't feel right. Shutting that old guy out there.
It was that or risk all of us getting killed. I made the right call.
This thing teleports.
Professor? Andrew!
Yo.
It's me. I'm next.
See, like, I actually prefer them getting the visions individually, and then us
Whatever.
getting
Made
told.
accusations against my double. Sounded serious.
Another trial?
Not this time. It sure looked like it was heading that way.
And the girl? Mary?
Yeah. She was there all right.
We secure in here? You find any other ways in?
That thing can
Sorry, Professor, I didn't
teleport.
check.
It wasn't walking. Either it teleports or it floats.
That thing is still out there. Look over there.
We have to follow her.
So, like, either
Whoever she
way,
is, she's tied up in
why
everything that's happened.
why do we think doors
right,
and a
but then,
barricade's gonna do
If we
anything?
can stop her, it could prevent any more harm happening to our doubles.
Okay. Guard the door in case that
But
thing
it all
comes out.
happened in the past, so what does it matter right now? Like, we're under the assumption that we're still alive, so why do we think we can interfere with something that happened all the way back then? We, like, I want one logical, like, dialogue from my characters. Like, just one conversation where logic is applied, and
Hey, kid.
whether it makes sense or not, I
You
just
out
want to
here?
hear someone's train of thought. Because we're jumping to conclusions, and I know I'm jumping to conclusions, but I'm giving, like, a little bit of reasoning behind everything I think. Like, the models for the Ghost are fine. They're getting redundant, but overall not bad.
It pains me to say these words, but your punishment today will protect us all. Keep our town safe.
Can you spare him? I beg you.
This is hard for you, child. But one day you will understand, and you will thank me.
Go from this place, Mary. Your pleas cannot reach him. My fate is not a memory you should carry.
Who will be my keeper if you are gone?
Judge Wyman has instructed Abraham. He will be your keeper. A decision not all are in agreement with. Every man
You
will
reminded
face
me of
his day
Steve.
judgment. Yours is today.
No!
Brother.
Look, child, see who you would have me spare. See he is no longer of this earth. Only the damned and the devil can resist in this way.
So are we changing the past, or is this all involved in the past? Or are we just like... Blech. That looks familiar, doesn't it? Oh, the hanging, the piercing. Oh, this does look familiar, actually, doesn't it? The drown... Or, well, no, she didn't drown. She choked on smoke. I was gonna say the mother figure. This is starting to be a little reminiscent. I think that's supposed to be representative of the same thing. See, here's the thing. Even if this is the way that this is
Right here.
going,
I was
I
holding
think
him.
it could have been done better. Because the jump I just made, while it's making sense when I put words to it,
It was right there.
it's insane to
Nothing I could do.
think on any on any format. Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I know how much it messed me up.
Why are we up here where there's windows when that thing can
Fucking
either
witch
float or
trials.
teleport?
What's wrong with these people? They killed that guy for no reason.
I'm sorry, this is fucked up.
Now we know the pattern. Angela was killed after seeing her double executed. Taylor had a narrow escape from that thing. You see your double get it, and you're next.
That's real reassuring. Thanks for sharing.
Isn't it better to know what's gonna happen to you?
Is it? See, yeah, this is my
What's been after us?
point. Yeah.
Come on!
Back down the chute. And like, so here's the thing then, and I don't know if I'd be brave enough to test it, grant you, but here's the thing. If that thing's only after the person that it resembles,
Quiet.
if one person got in the way, what
out
would
there.
happen?
Listen.
It's out there for now. What if it decides to come in after us?
Maybe we're okay if we stay inside the church.
Because
Holy
it's holy
ground.
ground. A church? Maybe it can't come in.
really? It's a fucking vampire now?
I'm just saying, this is a solid building.
He's right. We're safer in here. We're staying.
What does being a solid building do? I mean, granted, yeah, I would be panicked, but
I guess staying makes some kind of sense, right? You think that's our best move?
it hasn't killed you yet.
We are staying in here. No choice.
We should take off while we still can. That thing has us boxed in.
Also,
No one else agrees with you. Staying in here is the majority decision.
well,
We
here's
can't
the
be
thing.
splitting up again. After what happened to Angela?
Sure.
I think
whatever.
we should talk.
But this doesn't feel right.
Because
to
what does us being locked in here actually do for us? The answer is not much. Especially when we don't know that thing's capabilities. It's a fucking ghost, or a demon, or something. Why do we think it follows laws of physics? Always check the areas behind you, by the way. Okay, so be sure to lock it. Exorcism. So is the title of these supposed to help me at all? I don't think it is. I think it's just... okay. Why would I do that? That seems awfully stupid.
This place is double central. The priest is the spitting image of that creepy preacher.
You're right. They could be the same guy.
Are we not going to talk about Andrew? I didn't even, like, it didn't clue me in until, like, Daniel's death, how, like, it just so on the nose resembled, Boy from the Start's death, dude. Actually, no, the names weren't the same, were they? No, they weren't. But it's just, like, if we're mirroring like, the original deaths, like, Andrew, like, even without my helping, even like his original characteristics were not even close to resembling so far what the priest appears to be. I'm so lost. In Hebrews 4:12 we read, "For the word of God is living and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of the soul and spirit." Commonly we use the words soul and spirit interchangeably. They are those parts of our being that make us up, but cannot be seen. Biblically they are different. Spirit is our life force. It is what part of us made pure. It is that part of us made pure by Christ's sacrifice. Soul is those things that make you unique, such as your personality, your thoughts, and attitudes. Well, thank you for that bit of philosophy. Hello. I'm gonna be completely honest. I never really think about differences between that. God has forsaken us. Which makes me think that this is not exceptionally hallowed ground. Especially when you go all over the reports, apparently, where the priest was doing satanic
Sounds like
worships.
more than one. Fucking great.
Just listen up.
And Lazarus. John Finn, Edmund, Solomon, William, John, Andrew. Oh, Andrew. And Joseph, Tom, John Carrier. John. John, is that you by any chance? Again, it's a lot of like the issue, another issue with these games, which I actually have gone over, and I'm saying another for absolutely no reason, but like characters don't react to anything. This is an issue I had with the last game that I played, Watch Dogs. Like I would get information and Nathan wouldn't react.
Been popping up all over.
And the same shit here. Like she reacted to that information, grant you, but they don't react to everything that they come across. So they're not even like, what do these names mean? Or they're not trying to figure out anything. If for games like this where there's a mystery happening, you really have to have dialogue between the characters where they actually try to figure stuff out without just freaking out and not really adding anything except jumping to conclusions that they have no evidence for. October 1971, that Pleasant River. Recently, parents have expressed concern that their teenage children are being tempted by the occult and musical lyrics by innocent-seeming spirit boards or movies that glorify Satanism. This is not the first time Little Hope has been scourged by occultism. Manuscripts from the 1600s, carefully hidden beneath flagstones in the church rectory, were recently discovered. They were covered with disturbing scrawls in a cipher that revealed magical words and spells. It is believed the town's preacher of the time dabbled with magic and demonology. That was a dark time for the settlers. Times have changed, but Satan's work never ceases. The clergy today stand vigilant against occultism and are unlikely to fall into ignorance and error, but parents should be mindful of the fascination these things hold for the young, particularly rebellious youth. The danger is they fall into bad habits, such as smoking that marijuana, and from there into a cult and disobedience of God. Parents should be watchful. Where they see the signs, look to the church and to God. And if they watch Scooby-Doo, they should know that Shaggy's a sinner. Him and his munchies and his talking dog. It's the devil in disguise. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Devil, where are you? More like it. There's fucking cracks in the walls. What the fuck are we doing? There's windows. This is not a good fucking hiding spot at all. Yeah, you gonna open it, tough guy? Ooh.
Fuck me! Let's go! Out of here!
Why? Why would our immediate reaction be to get out of there now?
Go! Get out of sight! Hide!
Hide? No. Okay, we're doing that. So here's the thing. I'm going to escape. Is that gonna get me killed? What? Yeah, that was great. What? For the record, it was just standing next to John. And he was looking around like, what the hell? Why do we think we've escaped it? Why do we keep having these moments of reprieve?
Where are you? Taylor, come on! Talk to us!
We gotta do something now.
Hold on, William. We need to be calm. Fuck calm.
Taylor's in trouble.
You're in trouble. What is happening here?
Taylor.
This is so fucking... Like, I don't even know a word to describe how bad this actually feels. What? What?
Is that you? I'm over here.
What? I couldn't see shit. That's disgusting. That's not how I would have cut that, but okay, sure, we'll do it. We're just ignoring people just standing there. Dude, like, this game is so... Like, I don't have a full word to describe this. Like, muddled is the first word that comes to mind. But that doesn't feel right.
Am I happy to see you guys? Thought I'd lost you.
We're still in big trouble here.
Like, it feels like the game itself is confused about what's going on. And I have no, like, one-word descriptor to describe
We gotta keep moving. Can't stop.
No, wait.
that.
He needs a break.
Other than saying the game is confused.
Those things are coming after us, not you. We can't hang around.
None of us is safe. Not tonight.
All right. What's our next move?
I'm not sure.
Like, that's so... Like,
We should
Until
rest here
Dawn.
for a while.
Like, dude, like, I'm not joking when, like, this game is, like... It's giving me an aneurysm right now, I swear to God. Like, love or hate Until Dawn. Like, I love that game for some stupid reason. But, like, love or hate it, there was some sense of, like, characters had the option of doing really stupid things, and even would do stupid things without you really having to say so, or if you did, no matter what the option was, it was sometimes really stupid. But character placement was normally on point in that game, I'm pretty sure. Like, there was never an issue of, like, you had consequences you could not foresee in the slightest, and the game would punish you in what feels like very unfair ways. And yes, I hate that. I like the stupid premonition thing is not a mechanic that has been mastered in any of these games. But for the love of everything, it just like I'm not getting over that image earlier, like in my head. Like my brain took a screenshot and like I'm buffering. Like, oh my God, my brain is buffering on like the picture in my head of just us, like two images. It's like us three. There were three. Three. I'm not gonna say two. I'm gonna say three. It should really be four, but I'm gonna count that fourth one in with the first two. The first one being, okay, there's five. It's going up. I need to address what all was stupid in that last scene, and I need to clarify it now so I can just get it out of my system. And like, everybody needs to recognize. I don't care what you say. I don't care how gracious you are to developers or to like the arts, and you're saying it it's subjective. There's always something nice about it. It's like, shut the fuck up, okay? starting starting off. All right. Oh my god, I can't get over that scene. I'm now laughing. I'm laughing. I'm hysterical over what just happened. Okay, so we choose to hide, which seems stupid since again these things are like, we can conclude that they're supernatural based off of just visual context. We decide to hide, and I just full disclosure again, I made the choice to run because I said no to confronting that thing. Because there's no reason for me to confront it because we have decent evidence. They've stated in the game now, but we had kind of evidence prior and at least some like I did make the assumption earlier without having any form of evidence when I first like in the last session when I saved Angela that it was only going to go after her, which is why I saved her. It was going to go back for John after, even though John got out by himself. I thought maybe he'll get out by himself, but I was fully just going with the logic that this thing looks like her. It's probably going to go after her. And it did. So, characters making stupid conclusions without evidence. Granted, I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of backing it up a little bit by actually knowing what I'm talking about because I do have meta knowledge, grant you, but other scenarios I have also listed what I think is best, and they've come to conclusions that seem kind of insane, like thinking that I can't imagine the church was safe, honestly, except for potentially being hallowed ground. But I don't know how much that would help in this scenario in this supernatural world. But that was my logic for just ignoring that. That's not the scenes in my head, by the way. No, the scene that starts this entire stupid oh my god, this chain of idiocy off is us running after hiding, like, and even having the heartbeat thing. We ran by it. We could have high-fived it. We could have smacked it on the back of the head. We could have put a kick me sign on the back of its back. Back of its back. That's redundant and stupid. Shut up. I'm frustrated, okay? Follow up to that is us getting into the street and stopping for some reason as if everything's calm and looking back and John standing up being like, what's happening? Where is everybody? And the thing's right next to him. And then it teleports to us again, kind of fitting with my narrative that these things are supernatural. Why are we imagining that they're operating on our standards of movement when they're clearly not? Granted, the little crawler that was after Angela actually was moving very slowly, and I still stand by. You could walk faster than that thing to get away. That we had one that was literally floating. It was either teleporting or it was flying. Either way, don't care. Why are we trying to hide when we don't even know how they follow us? We don't know how they track us. We can just assume that they're homed in on people, so hiding feels like it's worthless, although it seems to do something. Either way, it teleported. We dodged, and then I'm now forgetting the idiocy. We moved again. It disappeared, and then we acted like everything was calm, and we stood there again with John, and we looked around like we couldn't find the other two, and like it was supposed to be the fog closing in, but I think there was a frame where we flipped to the other two, and Taylor gets up, and she's clearly saw them. Like, I I I, they and then the left or right option. Why? I didn't even see the creature. I was so confused. and maybe it was just me being blind, but I don't, oh my god, there's so much wrong with that last scene. And, like, I don't know why we keep stopping and, like, thinking things are fine. These things are supernatural and they can clearly teleport. Either way, you know what? If I can just. I got most of it out of my system. I've already forgotten. Like, I'm now expunging it from my memory, or at least hoping to. Just. Oh my god. How's the relationship with Andrew not better than this? What the fuck? Okay, just rant over. Fucking continuing. Dear God. Are we falling asleep?
You asleep? That's impressive.
I wish. No way I could get any shut-eye after what went down tonight.
You almost did, though.
Would love to, though. I'm beat.
Do you sleep when you're dead?
Any ideas how we getting out of here?
The fog has us surrounded. There's no way through.
We can't just do nothing.
We need to figure out where the fog is coming from. I think the kid, Mary, is the key to finding a way through it.
Getting to Mary, stopping her might help, sure, okay, but what about the other kid? The one that keeps...
And then how Taylor cut the tongue. I'm not... Oh my god. What? You know what? Let it continue.
Mary and her are connected somehow, I'm sure. Maybe the other girl is trying to lead us somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe to a place we can stop all this.
Everything feels out of control. I don't think there's anything we can do at this point.
Mary's the key to everything that's happened. The trials, the executions.
Sure, but how are we supposed to stop her? Not even sure she's real.
Too late for us to do anything now. Had it. This is over.
We have to try. We owe it to the others. And ourselves.
Others? Are you including the past?
I'm certain of it.
It's not that simple. And like you said, she's just a kid. We can't...
Listen to me. We see her again.
Andrew showed compassion towards Mary, telling John she was just a kid. Okay.
Whatever is necessary.
Better be ready for quick times.
What's that?
That's about to be old John's.
He's back to finish me off.
Get down. Take cover.
It's heading straight for us.
I didn't even have, I was too distracted by how stupid everything was to, even make a idiotic ass joke about me, what that tongue do, though. I'm so, the way she cut it, why? Hello, Angela.
Easy, Tiger. I'm a little tender.
I thought you were gone. How in the hell did you find us?
That camera movement was awkward as hell.
You know.
We're all glad you made it.
Stop it. You're gonna make me blush. But thank you.
No one messes with you.
For sure. You are one tough lady.
So the whole crew is back together. You rounded everyone up. Good job.
Not quite. They found us. Right now, our priority is getting you safe. Let's go.
So...
We've come across more of those things since you left us.
The thing that chased after me was horrendous. Now you're telling me there's more of them?
Well, to be fair, you only have to worry about one chasing
You
after
okay
you.
without your glasses?
I most certainly am. There is plenty here I don't want to see.
Lost your glasses,
fair.
But not your sense of humor. Good.
That I actually like. That's a line, by the way. So,
You hear that?
here's the thing.
Sounded close, too.
Just gotta keep moving.
No matter what fix to the story they try to have as a twist to kind of explain all this shit, it doesn't stop the characters from being stupid. It doesn't solve the game's pacing issue where tone is very much an issue. And I'm giving this as an overarching term to describe to describe how like that where scenes kind of just like flip automatically. That's not necessarily a tone issue, but like people just kind of teleport at odd movements. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But again, going back to like escaping death and then immediately getting into the street and then being just like calming down, it's so odd. Like, I don't know why any character would do it's a stupid character decision, and it's an issue with the game as well.
Angela, you there?
Mainly with the teleporting and people not paying attention around them. Like, people just seeing things that clearly aren't there. I'm clearly not describing it the way that should be described by calling it like a tone and pacing issue. But that's the best way that I can describe half of that issue, is what it kind of leads into.
Guys. Where the hell are you?
So here's the thing, if I were Andrew right now, I'd feel a little bit more confident. Okay. What? What? Okay, hold on. Okay, which of you do I have the best relationship with? Damn it, I have nothing for Daniel. Fucking... Did Taylor drop the knife? Jesus Christ, I forget if she dropped the fucking knife. Okay, we're just going to assume that she still has the knife. What the fuck is this forced-ass decision? This feels, again, like pacing. This feels like a weird, like, I was fine with us being calm walking and then, like, a threat shows up. But being given this choice right here feels so awkward. And that's probably the best way to describe this game is, like, awkward pacing. Awkward is probably the best way. Awkward and confused. Like a little fucking... Oh my god. Fucking season 3 of Avatar Zuko, but so much worse and not as fucking good in development. That was a bad comparison. That's sullying Zuko's good name. That's a shit ass comparison. I'm sorry. Oh my god, there's no way to describe this. Alright, well, we're just going to assume she has a knife.
Hold on, Taylor. I gotta help you.
You're What's happening here? Why are we holding it like that? What is happening here? Okay, so... The game's bugging, I think. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of like tempted to stop and return to main menu just to like load back up. But
We're over here.
okay, so she still had the knife. Thank God. That was so. What the fuck? That was a big ass bug, dude. You're bleeding profusely. You're already dead. Who cares? But
How we got out of there in one piece, I'll never know.
it also makes sense
Hold the
for us to help
celebrations. We're
him
still cornered in shithole
because
And the fucking
he was
mutants are
about to
still
get
out there.
stabbed. She was getting choked.
gotta
I
keep
think
moving.
the person getting stabbed needed to be
We have
helped
to go
more
right now.
immediately. So there was more logic to that I did not describe, but
It is better
good
to conquer
God,
yourself
that was...
than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you.
Would you shut up?
Not by angels or by demons, heaven or hell. Perhaps you've started to realize something.
That... What? What? Oh my God.
Everything and everyone may not be quite what they appear to
Joker. Okay,
be.
5 kings.
Executions, 3 tormented beings. And so far, your students have all avoided damnation, eternal suffering.
My students.
Any thoughts on what might be around the corner, hidden by the fog? Something wicked this way comes.
That was fucking weird as hell. Yeah, no, I was fully ready to just say fuck it, by the way. If things went wrong there, when like the game started bugging, I was fully ready to just say fuck it and return to main menu and load up the previous save. Okay, what the fuck? Are we just fucking exploring?
This may sound crazy, but what if saving our doubles from execution is how we save ourselves?
How did we do that?
After my double was killed.
Yeah, that's the same for everybody. But how do we do that? Because we have no control over seeing them.
Is anything here not falling apart?
Like, that's a great theory, but how the f do you want to put it into practice? How you want to test it, Chief? I can't believe everybody's still fucking alive. I really can't. Like, it shocks me that everybody's still fucking alive. I really thought I fucked up there. And like, dude, when I got annoyed for a second because I was just clicking that fucking X button as fast as fucking possible, and then immediately it switched to B, and I was like, oh my God, fucking kill me.
Mary's grave. There's nothing about how or why she died.
Mary was source of many accusations against alleged witches. Pastor Carver took her under his wing, where he instructed her and prayed with her, before she incriminated several townspeople. Because of her controversial role in the witch trials, many townspeople turned their faces against her. Her remains were buried at the edge of town. Damn. So, like, the question is, what the fuck was the other way then?
Looks kind of steep.
Yeah.
Great. The hell is this way? Or is this just the way that we came from? Okay, so yeah, this is just the way that we came from. Interesting. Okay, so this is another thing, though, and it's like, it's a matter of consistency. And that is, like, why are these things not constantly on our ass? Like, why do we have these, like, lulls? I get it for story purposes, but like, or like, for game purposes, it makes more sense. For story purposes, it doesn't. Like, for structuring a story, yes, it makes sense to have like highs and then lows and then highs and then lows. Makes sense. Consistency wise, what is the logic in like why these supernatural beings are just kind of like, yeah, we tried, give us a second chance in
That's
a
what's
few
causing
minutes.
the glow.
Like, it's just like things you gotta think about to make it to where like a story just doesn't feel fucking off like it's sane. This is where John gets burned.
No, this cannot be. My own eyes deceive me. My apologies for the lateness of the hour, but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary. I am troubled by her, by the part she has played in these trials.
Those trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
Wait.
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Wait. Have I just been imagining that the priest looks like fucking Andrew? Is this not... I thought is he not the priest?
Keep away from her, Abraham. No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in grave danger.
Oh, okay.
What do you advise?
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death.
Oh no, he'll get crushed like we saw in that house. That's what he's gonna do, because that was how Andrew's dad died.
Community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
Very well. If the court will listen, I will speak.
Am I losing my sanity, or does the priest not look like Andrew? I gotta be losing my sanity. There's no way.
I am bewitched. You're not bewitched. How else can your presence be explained? I can't explain this, but you're not. She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence.
So, Andrew will be
Only
burned.
the devil could create a demon who so resembles me. I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which I agree is pretty damn weird. What do you want from me? I want to know what you're going to say to the court. About Mary. I was decided to speak to the court. Now I am not so sure.
I know how this must look, but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did, like your friend is telling you to.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child. Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
That's way off. We gotta stop the kid. No other way to do this.
Reverend Carver is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
Bad move there, man. Standing up for the kid is probably gonna do us all in.
I hope you're wrong. For all our sakes.
I swear to God, I thought
What
the
happened?
fucking priest looked like
You
him.
get a chance to confront Mary?
No.
It also doesn't help that
never
like
even saw her.
we didn't really get to see that guy this entire time. I honestly don't remember him. Like, I really thought that was the priest the entire time. Like, I don't remember seeing him in any of the other
Met up with
scenarios.
Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We should not be sitting down for the record. We should be on edge
doing?
constantly.
Not great.
Demons from the
I
past.
swear to
Don't know
God,
how
he
to
looked like.
shit.
I'm still not over that now.
One thing I
Fucking-
didn't see coming.
So who's the
I feel like
priest?
one of the team. I'm good with that. Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin. A holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
We need to get moving.
Yep. Fucking called it, you motherfuckers. Get your shit together.
Daniel!
Yeah, no, but he's about to get fucked too.
Taylor? Where are you?
I'm so like the issue with this is like I chose based more off of direction than I did whatever that fucking technicality was. Yep.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Yeah, I'm feeling broke.
Leave me! Get out of here with the others!
What was I supposed to hit? What? No, come on. I didn't even know what I was supposed to aim for. No, no, I'm looking up what the fuck I was supposed to aim for right the fuck now. No, that feels like such bullshit. Dude, that's such garbage. Like, after all that to keep her alive, I still don't even know where I'm supposed to aim, by the way. Because I gotta find that, like, specific scenario. Because I don't want to, like, look into something that may give me spoilers right now. So, fuck it, I guess. That feels so bullshit. You know what? Fuck that. No. No. No, that's absolute garbage. Absolute asinine crap. That is worse than crap. That is... Oh my god. I don't even know what to call that. But no. I'm gonna see if I can, like... And it's like, oh, you're no, no, the sanctity of these choose your own adventure games. You need to stick with what happened. Fuck off. No, fuck that. I at least want to know where I want it, where I need to aim. Like, at least give me that ability to see. Like, I'll do all of those things over. Just, and it just. And the things that flash in the eye, I guess I was supposed to be aggressive and deceitful. I guess I was supposed to play her like a bitch. That is such garbage, brother. Wonder what's with the heart and the brain. What the fuck? Yeah, we're gonna override. Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't give a shit. No. We're not playing that bullshit. Not right now. No. No, I got a lot of issues with this game. I got more issues with one where it's like, oh, you've been aiming for this specific spot the entire game. Every interaction you've had with it. And then it says, okay, well, we're just gonna kind of... Like, I should probably actually look up where I have to aim before I even start.
Crazy.
No, fuck that.
What if
I don't... Fuck
saving our doubles from
the sanctity of the fucking...
how we save ourselves?
I
The
was only
game
hunted
type.
after my double was killed.
No, I don't give a shit. Fucking idiotic ass bullshit. No time to take in the scenario. No time to make a decision. Especially one where you have to aim at a location you don't have time enough to look for.
Mary's grave. There's nothing about how or why she died. Fireflies. That's what's causing the glow. Looks kind of beautiful, don't you think?
Kind of weird looking.
No, this cannot be. My own eyes deceive me. My apologies for the lateness of the hour, but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary. I am troubled by her, by the part she has played in these trials.
Most trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Keep away from her, Abraham. No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in grave danger.
What do you advise?
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death. I implore you.
I am torn. Mary seems full of
Keep your
remorse.
suspicions to yourself, and it's our community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
Very well. If the court will listen, I will speak. I am bewitched.
You're not bewitched.
How else can your presence be explained?
I can't explain this, but you're not.
She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence. Only the devil could create a demon who so resembles me.
I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which
agree, is pretty damn weird. What do you want from me?
I want to know what you're gonna say to the court. About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the court. Now I'm not so sure.
I know how this must look, but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did, like your friend is telling you to.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
That's way off. We gotta stop the kid. No other way to do this.
Reverend Carver is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
Bad move there, man. Standing up for the kid is probably gonna do us all in.
I hope you're wrong. For all our sakes.
What happened? You get a chance to confront Mary?
No. We never even saw her.
Fuck.
I'm looking where to aim, by the way, because that's bullshit and I'm pissed.
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you
of
doing?
years ago.
Not great.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take. One thing I didn't see coming,
Well,
I
the
feel
only
like one of the
explanation
team.
I have makes no sense.
I'm good with that.
None at all.
Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin.
Okay.
Fully
I know where to
wielded
aim
one.
now, and it pisses
Holy
me off a
shit.
little bit.
I never had you
You've
down
had
as
the
a
knife
king
the
thief.
entire time, stabbing
There's
that
a lot
in
more
the
about
tongue.
me you don't know. I'm
This is about to
full
get
of surprises.
disgusting.
You'll see.
We need to get moving.
The man who got stabbed, by the way, he's all calm. So obviously we not like fucking these games are rough on like any sense of like what feels fucking fair. They try their damnedest to kill fucking people. And dude, like looking at like how this is supposed to go to save her, dude, and all the options, apparently like there's so much potential to have lost people by now. Like, I have gotten so lucky by this point, I think. It is insane.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Leave me! Get out of here with the others!
Okay, yeah, so we're supposed to bite it, by the way. That's disgusting. Jesus Christ, by the way, I also thought I was gonna screw that up. And it just sits there.
What the fuck was that?
What do you think? And then it just disappears. Again, on consistency on like what happened. I'm sorry, I had to like fix that. That felt easily like so. You're joking. I just got
Let's check
achievement
that out.
saying I saved
Get
Taylor.
us out of these
Are you
damn
kidding?
woods.
Defeated her demon by biting it. That's how. So she's safe. That was it. That was the final one. You're serious? Oh my God, I am pissed. Fuck, we walked it back. It's fine. Mulligan. Mulligan. That's fine. Mulligan. Now we just have to be sure that we don't fuck up on anything else. I'm getting everyone the fuck out of here, by the way. Fuck the non-sanctity of these fucking games. That's bullshit. That felt like such a horse shit. Slender Man. Like, it's just the story sucks, the characters suck. They're getting better, I will admit. The dialogue is actually not as shit as it was for the first half of the game.
What happened back there with that thing?
It's still, like, obviously, again, tonal shifts are very much just fucking sporadic.
Whatever it was, it's gone, and it ain't coming back.
I really hope you're right.
Again, like, we're also making jumps to the conclusion. No, the characters are
That's a pretty
stupid.
negative outlook you got there.
There's gotta be a way of stopping the girl. We might have already missed a chance to change things.
You had a chance to get Mary exposed for what she is, a liar and a faker. Put her in the dock for a change. Why didn't you take it?
That was not what I was hoping for, but
We
okay.
don't know for sure that stopping Mary will help us out. It's just a theory.
It may only be a
Correct.
theory, but right now it's all we've got.
This is a one-shot deal. We get it wrong, and there's no replay. It's
Well,
game over, so I'm up for doing whatever it takes.
Well, yeah, no, it's just, I'm sorry, that felt like bullshit. I feel like fucking, granted, I'll say this, I feel like me fucking up earlier was not nearly as bad as fucking, oh wow, that's pretty fucking bad, but yeah, he gets crushed. Oh hey, we found all the pictures, that means we gotta be coming up on the end of the game pretty soon, right? But like all I can think about is fucking Markiplier, his fucking run through of Until Dawn, and all I can think about is like when he fucked up. The way he fucked up was so bad, and it made so much sense how he fucked up. In my defense, how I did it, I don't think was as bad. I think me aiming for like the what's the best way to describe it? Like the middle of the tongue, I guess. Not really a good way to define it, but we can say that. I feel like that makes sense because that's where we've been aiming every other time. So I don't feel like I'm too like off my rocker for aiming there immediately and then getting punished. Felt fucking brutal, dude. Mayor Hill's land deal. Fierce protest will surely escalate as closure looms. You know, fucking. So my thing here is like, I got an achievement for her being safe. So. Okay. Carver. Wait, isn't that the fucking. Carver. Isn't that the name of the, Well, this is more recent. Isn't that the name of the priest? At least you remember the name. I could have sworn he looked like fucking Andrew. I'm still not off that, by the way. But like, do we get like, do I get an achievement every time? Like, it's given notification that like, oh, this person doesn't have to worry about it anymore. They're good.
Check this out.
It's just weird. Again, going back to it, it's like. Also, how does this guy keep fucking finding us?
That guy's a menace.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Come on, inside.
But like going back to just consistency, like our characters are stupid, the story is awful so far. It's just so fucking confusing and poorly paced.
No one's been here for a long time.
Fucking things just keep happening randomly.
Now is my time to speak before
The
the judge.
tonal fucking shifts are asinine.
I cannot know how my testimony will be received.
And I don't see it getting fixed
The
with the
devil has
fucking
blinded
twist.
so many to what is real and what is not.
Nothing good will come of this.
His words will seek to twist the truth.
Allow me to judge what is true.
Abraham and Joseph are allies in this deception.
I swear
lest
to
we
God,
forget, you condemned Joseph
he
to death
looks
only yesterday.
so much like
Or do
him.
you now question that decision?
I have heard nothing today to sway my conviction. Joseph consorted with the same malicious force as his wife. For this, the court thanks Reverend Carver, who faced the devil's wrath to present the evidence.
It is only my duty, Judge.
However, this court is duty-bound by law to seek out the truth. We must therefore examine these claims made by Abraham against Mary.
If I may speak briefly, Judge Wyman.
Time is short, Reverend. Be indeed brief.
Mary has shown great fortitude to speak out against the evil here. Many would have lacked her courage. Yet her reward for exposing this brooding coven in our midst is to be besmirched.
Her courage is not in question. It is her intent we must be certain of.
Her accuser is the very man entrusted to care for this innocent child. Plain to see, he is not fit for such a task. And I would ask the court to have Mary placed elsewhere.
Who would you have be her new ward, Reverend?
I am prepared to take responsibility for the child. If the court agrees.
First, the court must hear what Abraham has to say. No decision can be made on the child until then. Abraham!
Dude, fucking give me a shot of the other fucker. Give me the shot of
What
it.
am I to?
Dude, it's oh my God, it's so hard for me to like. I'm looking at them and I'm just like, these pictures are the exact same. They're the exact same image. It's killing me.
Some would have me speak out against Mary, but
In my
was the
defense,
child
now the
truly
hair's a little
capable
different.
of such evil?
This is tough. I get that. Would be for anyone. Mary is just a kid.
Tell the court what you have come here to say. Speak up, boy. Out with it!
Mary has spoken of evil spirits, devilry and witchcraft. Things many cannot believe could exist here in
I'm
Little
not here
Hope.
for history and hearsay. Get to the point, boy.
Mary is tormented. The apparitions she has seen, they have plagued her, stolen her innocence. Some suggest she is in league with these creatures, but no one can be certain. Myself least of all. Can any of us truly know a child's mind?
You claim I
think
lack
I'm-
the ability to see the truth.
I think I may be fucking up on the
I beg
overall story.
forgiveness. I would never suggest
Because I think
such
we
a
were
thing.
trying to
My
get
time
this
is not for wasting. You and
for
the
like
priest have
all of
irked me enough for one day.
I have
for
more
everybody
say.
to
I have
agree that
already
it
given
wasn't
you
the
enough
girl.
time. Furthermore, Mary is to be placed into the care of Reverend Carver. Now stand down.
That was a weird ass turn, but okay.
Tell me everything. Did you see Andrew's double again?
He told the judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
Oh,
That's bad. Very, very bad.
okay, good. It didn't sound like that.
So what happens now?
Of course, I'm not used to old speak.
This helps us. Has to.
It did sound like he
know
was
for
like,
sure that we
yeah,
can
she's
alter what happens."
been
What do you
seeing
think?
shit.
Is he right about this?
It went down just like he said.
Listen, motherfucker, I saved you. Yeah, I haven't got an achievement that state you're fully safe, but I saved you for one moment. I'll mulligan again for you. I'll do it.
What the fuck?
We can't stay. Let's get out of here.
I don't think like the only thing that can change anything at this point, because I've gone over it plenty at this stage, is just over and over and over again.
Look at those outfits. This place shut down way, way back.
Life as a kid in the 70s. Everything was ahead of me.
Like,
There's gotta be another exit. Maybe on the
I just need to like wait for any new information or new shit to come out before adding anything, because I'm adding nothing new to my feelings of this fucking game. James Clark, sadly missed by his many friends and colleagues. Wait, Clark. Wasn't that, that was the family, the original family. Hey, Andrew, what's your last name again? Oh, okay. Mr. Vincent Barnes, 15 Mayflower Avenue, Little Hope. Dear Mr. Barnes, employment warning letter following our recent disciplinary meeting. I am writing regarding your attendance and behavior management. Have made every effort to accommodate your difficult circumstance and recent injury by accepting your recurring absences. However, continued warnings regarding attendance, lateness, and intoxication have prompted us to issue a formal written warning. Further repetition of this behavior or other misconduct within the next 12 months will result in dismissal. Ravenden expects our employees to be enthusiastic, punctual, and sober. You must acknowledge receipt of this letter. Please sign and return it to the foreman office within 7 days. Well, he signed it. How kind of him. Okay, anything else interesting around here? Anything that's going to keep dumbass here alive? Oh, hey. The family photo. Oh, Andrew!
You gotta see this.
Oh, Andrew! He's just looking around like, what?
This is too fucking weird. This is too much. Way too fucking much. First, a load of weirdo witch killers from ancient history look just like us. Now we got the creepy Family of the Year winners who also look just like us.
So here's the
What
issue with
the
this,
actual
is
fuck?
we've had pictures around
What does it mean,
earlier that also have
Do you think they died
other
like the other
versions of them.
lookalikes?
No clue. Who knows what happened to them?
Here's
Maybe
the
we're all
question
stuck
that
in
really
the
needs to
same
be
nightmare.
asked. What year is it for you guys? Why?
You really want a souvenir?
Okay,
From this night?
fair enough.
From this place?
All I know, I'm keeping hold of this.
Okay, I mean, fair.
What you said about all this being a nightmare. You mean that?
If it's my nightmare, why are you guys all in it?
Any of us could say the same thing.
I don't know what's real here.
Again, the thing about
Are
this
you the
is
real
like,
Andrew?
Oh, come on. So wait,
so now we're asking
who are those
these
people in the
questions.
photograph?
Maybe time is fucked up here. Like, that really is us in that photo.
But they're around the same age as us, as far as I can tell.
Okay, so what's your theory, smart guy?
We're dead?
That's what I said to Taylor. We're fucking dead.
So I actually like some of this dialogue because it actually has them kind of exploring other theories based off of like evidence that they're actually coming across. I like this. It's a shame that like this doesn't cover most of the fucking game and only a little bit of it. Jump scare, go. Damn. Oh hey, would you look at this? It's the boyfriend.
What's the story here? She leave him for some other guy?
Tanya and Vince. Like, wait, am I fucked up in the head, or is Tanya supposed to be the fucking Taylor supposed to be Tanya, and this was supposed to be the mother, and then John's supposed to be the father, and I'm just forgetting what the faces of the original family look like? Am I fucking up here?
You hear that?
I feel like I might be going insane.
Right below us.
We need to find a way out of here, now.
Alright, so let's to continue. Fuck that. Well, never mind. Might not be fuck that. Might be... Oh, no, there's something over here. Oh, there's a few things over here. Shit. Options. Ooh. Hello, fucker. Well, don't you look familiar? Samuel Knockett. Having read Captain Bond's letter testing the affair within Lil Hope and heard the petitions of the townsmen, I write to express my signal concernment. Pastor Carver's teaching strayed from true doctrine and piety. His mind wandered from the fellowship of saints and surrendered in sin over many years. Please attend to his past behaviors, which infect and corrupt the town. I ask a commission be appointed to examine such affairs of last year, including the matter of the girl. Thy servant. Wyman. Oh. The judge. Neat. He took it to heart. Little Hope factory close, 100 layoffs will gut the town. Nearly 600 jobs are set to be lost in Little Hope when the Raven Den Textiles factory closes its gates in their Harvard Road site in September. Layoffs will include workers at the main factory and ancillary business across their town. The decision was announced on Tuesday by Hazel Carver, a director in the family business that has been the primary employer in the town for over 160 years. With great sadness, we have made the decision. We consider the workers at the factory to be part of our extended family and know how much Raven Den means to them. But we can no longer continue to run a business. Dialogue with the Carver family, said McCarthy. But while the daughters have been receptive to the union's ideas of saving the factory, Mayor Carver has rejected them at every turn. We want a partnership with the family to save their business and our livelihoods, but it seems as if the mayor does not accept partners. Another union worker who did not want to be identified expressed this bitter opinion. This is all around the land. The Carvers have owned the town for generations. If they can't profit from the land, they will shut it all down. As the main source of income for the majority of the town families, many are worried that the future will bring the factory closing will gut the town, one factory worker told the Herald, adding, "We ferrymen." Oh, hey, bus drivers wanted. Oh, hey, this should also be something that's like, oh, hey, this is interesting. We were on a bus with the ferryman. Granted, it was spelled different, I believe. It was with the Y. Yeah, I'm actually thinking back to it, and I actually think it was the original family. I never got a good look at the mom's face, nor did I get a good look at the brother's face. And I can't recall for the life of me the fucking sister's face that much either. To be fair, we didn't spend much time with the family, so. Tragic fire caused by child's toy. The cause of a horrific fire at Little Hope family residence at the weekend in May have been child's toy. Lieutenant David Farr of Little Hope Volunteer Fire Department told the Herald that the gas range in the kitchen had been left on. Child's doll sat down near it. He believes the doll caught fire and fell off the range, setting the kitchen ablaze. The fire resulted in 5 deaths amongst the Clark family. One survivor, Anthony Clark. Oh. Oh, so his name... Wait. His name was Anthony. This one's Andrew. He didn't die? Has been questioned by police after being arrested on suspicion of causing the fire. However, the fire investigation is now thought to exonerate the young man, who will be released today. The family minister, Reverend Leonard Carson of St. David's Episcopal Church, said the fire was a tragedy. It's terrible for a family to be decimated. They'd been going through a difficult time recently, as many families do, but they were a good, hard-working and loving family. I was helping them through their troubles. It's a tragedy that it should end like this. No date for the funeral has yet been arranged. Both the fire department and the mayor's office praised the swift action of police officers who arrived first on the scene and were able to prevent the blaze, claiming its 6th victim. Officer Reynolds and Hoffman's quick thinking prevented another death, said the mayor, who recommended the men for accommodation. Marine veteran. Okay, so now that I'm thinking back to it, also trying to recall those memories from that fucking beginning 10 minutes where I was very distracted by the fucking Final Destination like intro. I'm pretty sure the neighbor was also the judge, wasn't he? Like, have we had the same like 6 actors and I just haven't noticed? Is that all this is? And I'm just blind, apparently. I mean, I thought it was bad enough that I thought the priest was
together, right?
Andrew.
Good. Now, push.
Oh, that was nice and quiet.
Whoa! Oh shit! Ah!
Oh, thanks. Save the guy that doesn't currently have a demon chasing after him.
Daniel? You okay?
Fuck, here we go. Hey, yo, anyone want to come down here and help? You guys aren't its target, right? I feel like I might have should have attacked.
Hold!
This man's attacking anyways, though. That's not gonna be a good way to climb the fuck up. You do not have a good grip on that.
Go!
Save Daniel? What? Achievement unlocked. Kind of spoilers, I guess, but... Yeah, I feel like we're not done yet, by the way, game. Thanks for the achievement, though.
Daniel, are you
Oh,
still
sweet.
down there? Daniel?
Say something!
Sweet, I saved him! Yay! Thank you, Steam, for giving me that achievement, so I actually know, even though I hadn't gotten done with the quick time events yet.
Let's go.
So, the weird thing about this, though, is, like, Angela, we haven't gotten an achievement for Angela yet. So, Angela could still be in danger, but we haven't gotten her thing yet. Or is it just we didn't directly save her with our decisions? But we did, though, I think. What? This is weird. Maybe the other one's just crawling too slowly. It's like, I'll get you eventually.
Answer me!
Okay, so, like,
See
even
Daniel out here?
No.
even within the
He's not here
realms of,
yet.
like, them
Okay, let's
all
keep
getting
going.
to know each other
Daniel will be okay.
at some point in every reincarnation format, why are they reincarnating? Like, now that I have that information of, like, because I swear to God, I don't remember the faces of half the family. I remember the little girl, and I remember Anthony. So, this part confuses the hell out of me. But
Where the fuck has he got to?
in this scenario,
Daniel, please answer me!
Stay cool.
like, why are they reincarnating? Why do they keep coming across each other? Are they even fucking live right now? If so, why do the four already know each other? And why did Andrew kind of just stumble into it? Because we're clearly not in the 1970s, because the fucking iPhones.
Daniel?
I was
Where
just...
are you, buddy? Andrew!
I was thinking on the particulars of maybe time doesn't fucking matter here. What does I'm up here mean when... Is he down? I guess he's
Boy,
down.
Am I happy to see you?
Motherfucker, you should not
At
be
least I'm
calm
not
as
the
hell.
only one damp and disheveled.
Oh my god. Thought I'd lost you.
Can't get rid of me that easy.
Nope, there it is. Dude. I'm losing my mind. This fucking game makes no sense, and it's buggy as fuck. The characters are at least fucking getting somewhat better. It's still fucking asinine. That's the fucking Marco Meliodas' head. You can't tell me that's not from fucking Seven Deadly Sins bullshit. Fucking dude. Oh my god. just at least the characters are somewhat getting better. Dialogue's not completely asinine. Release Mr. Clark leaving the Little Hope Police Department yesterday. A line has been drawn on a tragic case of the Clark House fire. Onlookers watch as Anthony Clark, the only survivor of the blaze, was released from police Thursday afternoon. One onlooker said, "That poor boy, he must be going through hell right now." The herald approached Mr. Clark for comment, but he has not blamed Clark, who was found with a box of matches in his hands at the scene, for causing the fire. When Clark left the Little Hope Police Department, passers-by were heard to burn in hell. Okay. So, interestingly enough, here, he lived. Would this version of Andrew still be alive today? Because we don't know. Again, like, first thing that, like, again, I like the fucking theory crafting of, like, the characters and dialogue. I love that. Again, dialogue has gotten better, but sadly, it's been saved for, like, this later half. But, like, they're reacting a little bit to news. They're actually, like, looking at the picture and being like, "Hey, look at this." And it's like, oh, we're crafting theories off that. They should have done that way fucking beforehand. And immediately when they saw some of their copies, they should have done, like, what year are you guys from? What year was it? Like, what's the current year to you? Like, that would be the first thing I would do. It's like, if I see multiple versions of the people around me and myself showing up on, like, fucking posters on a fucking light post, and then also us seeing visions of, like, witch trial shit, of just multiple versions throughout history, I'm immediately gonna say, what time period are you from? Like, what's the year currently? Immediately that's gonna be the case. Because then we can at least, like, take out some commonalities, we can try to figure some shit out, and at least register whether we're all a part of the same timeline again, and if we keep recurring together for some strange reason. Like, are we all tied together by some strange phenomenon? And why? Figuring out the why would be a bit of a bitch. But clarifying that first bit would satisfy a few questions.
Stay on your toes. Anything could happen.
Kind of curious about that bearing. There was seen in the backyard of the ruined house. Hi.
No one in Little Hope
Yep,
is safe
here it
while
is, he
you
gets
still
crushed.
draw breath, Joseph. You must die today. Not even your wife Amy was spared your
I still think
lust
he
to
looks
serve
like
Satan.
Andrew.
Damn me if you must. You're not fit. Speaking of my late wife.
There is still fight in you. I must drive the devil out for the safety of everyone here.
Oh, no.
It doesn't help that, like, we literally didn't see Andrew's copy,
Joseph,
like, anywhere around
do
here.
you
Where's
renounce
Andrew's
the devil and all
copy?
his teachings?
I carry no sin. I'm no disciple of the devil. Anthology infects you with madness. Roy, you by Satan's servant.
We have to stop this.
Every time we help, it doesn't do anything, but we can't change history, I'm sure. Oh, what the fuck?
Come on! Help me! Look, there can be no more doubting.
Yeah, because we kind of, like, every time we help, it just kind of curses them more.
Stones. The devil must be crushed from within him.
We should be able to outpace.
The fate of Little Hope rests in your hands.
Is that supposed to be Andrew? And it's just been fucking me up because I haven't gotten a good look at him, and also, like, he has a hat, so I can't even tell by hair. Granted, the hairstyle's different. I just felt like confronting Mary would have led to something that I didn't want to happen. My idea of confronting Mary would be taking in all the options that I've gotten up to this point and chosen, and saying, "What's going on? Can you, like, tell me what the hell's happening? Can you help?" Like, that would be my version of confront Mary, is using all the current actions of the previous encounters.
What happened? Tell me.
We don't have a lot of time.
Time for what?
Hello.
John! What are you doing?
You know what? Fuck it.
I'm tired of running.
Are you crazy?
My boy.
We gotta move.
Development.
John, please hurry!
Holy shit.
Come on, you fucking ready?
Bitch! Bitch! Call me Thor, motherfucker. Holy shit, my boy! Like, this is what I'm talking about. We actually got them, like, getting their shit together. I love it! Holy fuck. What'd you just dodge? I don't even know. Bitch! Fuck off. Eat my dick. Squash its head. Do it now. Bitch.
How's that feel, fucker?
Yeah. Dude, he's gotten a lot better. I like it. No, we're definitely helping. We're definitely helping. Bitch! I would have gone for the fucking head of the creature, but sure. It fucking immediately kicks it in. Stuck my ass. Bitch!
Get inside!
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, Andrew, get your shit together. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 4 or not. I would have done a golf club type. Yo, no, we keep that. We keep that. No, we should have ended it, brother. You would be an ass.
We gotta go! Like now! He's only interested in me!
We being heroic. Everybody heroic in this bitch. You escaped because I helped you. Yo, can somebody just like grab it? And then we go ham?
Is it gone?
I don't see it anymore.
I'm so ready for a fucked up quick time event. Oh, I don't like that music. No, fuck off. Fuck off.
Where
Trying to
in
lull
God's
me.
name are we now?
Trying to lull me into a
Place looks
false
like
sense of
burned down.
security.
Something here isn't right.
So,
Something isn't right is this shitty town's motto.
for the record, yay, the ruined house. This is the house. So, fun fact, by the way, I got both achievements for saving both of them. So, I just didn't point it out at the time. I love getting the Save Daniel or Save John one fit, for the record. Like, it actually worked when it happened. Fucking the saving Angela one though, I had yet to fucking break the leg or break the chain. Y'all know we keeping that fucking sledgehammer on point, motherfuckers. What am I looking at here? It looked like nothing. Oh. Oh, shadow figure? Oh, nope, that's still alive. Damn. Well, it said save John. I call bullshit, I guess. Brother, what's with the music, though? Like, what the fuck? I thought I found all of these. Oh, it said black framed pictures. Oh, this is for the next one. That's for the next game, yeah. Manamine had similar shit. So yeah, we're coming up on the end of the game, I think. It, again, with like pacing issue, we feel like we kind of sporadically jumped ahead because Angela did have to deal with hers in the past, but John clearly doesn't have to deal with his for very fucking long. Dude, Daniel and fucking Taylor had to deal with their fucking demon for so long. Jesus. Oh, is it gonna be all of them? Ah. Well, when you give me an achievement that says save them all, like, are you just gonna rob me of that now? Like, what does that mean in this scenario? Okay. So, my question still stands, is the why? Like, why do they keep reincarnating?
You're gonna want to see this.
Yeah, no, hair is an important aspect of characters for me to, like, identify people, and that's for real life. You change someone's hairstyle completely, and I'm fucked. Because this does not look like them to me. I'm sorry. I don't see it. Like, that fucking, ugh. That's why. That's gotta be it. Like, why I did not immediately identify them. Aside from not spending much time with them, I also just... The fucking hairstyles get me, dude. But yeah, no, we need to keep that sledgehammer on fucking hand, brother. That thing useful as shit. Oh, hey, the clock. Ooh, a key. I see that key, game. You're not gonna... Yeah, I see that. Secret found. Yeah. I'm gonna grab it. Okay. I guess we'll grab it when we fucking need it. A letter from Reverend Carson. Reverend Leonard Carson, David's Church, dear Anne, thank you for your letter regarding Megan. I understand your concerns and assure you that your daughter's rebellious behavior is not unusual. Help parents with similar issues and would be happy to help with Megan's moral guidance. Hebrews 12:11 says that all disciples seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness. Please see me after service on Sunday so we can arrange a time for some personal instruction. Well, that sounds familiar. Yeah, no, it's just, it happened so long ago, I have not been able to... I didn't think it connected that early on. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a line or two of dialogue at the very beginning where the mother and father were talking when they were yelling at each other. And there was a line mentioned about the little girl, and I believe it mentioned the priest. So... I think that had the same last name, didn't it? So yeah, the priest is, I guess, the reincarnation of the priest. In which case, we just haven't seen that character. So last one should be Daniel's demon, right? Hey! So, I will say... At least it is a little bit more consistent, even though I just didn't pick up on it. It's a little bit more consistent with them having done this over and over and over. The question that still needs to be asked is why? Followed by, why is Andrew the only one of the group that did not recognize anyone around them? Like, Andrew was clearly an outlier at the very beginning. Fucker, it's barely attached to the frame. There's barely a fucking frame. But, like, that kind of throws it off for me, because the idea is that everyone knows each other. I'm still not 100% sure they're not all dead still.
Gotta be the girl.
Although I guess it wouldn't make sense for them to be dead, like, to have all this shit, like, encountering the past, unless their souls are just, like, hitting back through their greatest hits or some shit. I don't know, it's weird.
What the hell?
Stay here.
I do kind of like the idea that, like... Oh, he's remembering things.
What's going on?
I kind of like the idea, though, that, like... This is one thing I will say. As much as the fucking beginning, again, Final Destination, again, not a compliment to how that fucking thing... The pacing of it, and also, like, just how it happened was just insanely stupid. But what I will give it credit for is that the way that they died was similar enough to how they died in the original house, and, like, obviously when they were killed in the witch trials. So I do like the consistency on death formatting. That's at least intriguing to me. I would have loved to have seen more, like, if you're gonna do this whole, like, reincarnation system, like, continuing cycles, I feel like we definitely should have had more exploration through history of, like, different versions of them, along with, like, it should have all cycled back to Little Hope somehow. It should have all cycled back, in which case we saw that picture of Daniel, like, going into war. We should have had a medical file for, like, his death or something, like, just somewhere. Like, it's fucking supernatural. Like, again, just have it cycle back to Little Hope, that's fine. Just have, like, coroner report or some shit. Like, the body was sent back and, like, cause of death, and it's like, or letters sent to the family or some shit. Either way, have it say, like, he died by impalement or something along those lines. Like, there should be a little bit more evidence along the way with a lot of the stuff that we're picking up, along with the characters actually theory crafting along the way. Sadly, a lot of the dialogue is either bland or just... And dysfunctional is not the best way to say it, but you do have some good hits here and there with the game, in which case, looking back on it now that I can think back to it and actually see it, even though I definitely still don't think the dad looked like John. John having the fucking issue with drinking and being sober for so long. The dad had a drinking problem. John was offered the drink at the very beginning at the bar. The way everybody dies. Like, this game does have some, like, neat little tidbits here and there where I'm like, that's kind of neat. I'm not against that. I'm actually kind of a fan of that. I do feel like it could have been done a lot better, specifically with most of my issues that still apply to this game, regardless of my issue now with we still have no idea why or how, but at least they've made the reincarnation system a little bit of an interesting factor more than just a confusing factor. It's still confusing, but they've added little tidbits here and there that I can look back on and say are intriguing, to say the least.
You know, as I was about to confess all to the judge.
No,
Will
wait.
you protect me? You must.
Wait, this isn't right. No way.
I assure all gathered here today that our town will be free of the devil's grasp. Together, by God's grace, little hope will prevail. My word on it.
This court is hastily convened, but with good reason. If we are to finally rid ourselves of the evil which has infested Little Hope, then we must act today. I accuse you, Mary, of witchcraft. What say you, Reverend?
The evidence, as discovered through my investigation, is beyond question. Mary uses her puppet as a familiar to summon and serve the devil.
We have been deceived by a child, by her guise of innocence. This puppet was mistakenly used to denounce Tabitha. but it has always belonged to Mary and Mary alone. She allowed her own kin to be executed as she watched in silence.
That is not so. Liar!
Now this tainted child, this creature of Satan has the marrow to accuse me, a man of God, of wrongdoing.
This is crazy.
How did you
These
guys get
people
here?
have lost their freaking minds.
It was never my intention to bring harm to this town, or its people.
Why did you smirk at some scenarios
What
then?
can I do? If I could do something to stop this, I would, but...
Now in her hour of greatest need,
I don't
this
see
child
how.
of the damned pleads once more for the
Wait.
devil's help.
I beg the court's indulgence. Please guide me at this time.
This
Seek
belongs
your
Oh,
counsel.
fuck.
and it is the devil's
No question there is something very wrong here. Right in the heart of this place. There can be no doubt that Little Hope is afflicted. That darkness
Oh,
has taken
fuck, I'm
hold
gonna
of our
fuck
town.
this up.
There is not a man or woman here today who does not already know the devil is in our midst. The sole purpose of this court is to remove evil, not indulge it further. Our time is not for wasting.
You got this all twisted. Mary isn't to blame.
How do I make my decision? If I am wrong, condemn an innocent to die. The only way I can see out of this is to get rid of that damn doll. Destroy that and... The puppet must be cast asunder. Maybe this all goes away. It is the cause of Mary's affliction. It holds her in its thrall. Destroy this puppet, and the devil will depart Mary. She will be restored, an innocent child.
Reverend, burn the puppet. Destroy it.
We just take people's word for...
Must not act in haste.
What?
The girl must face the full consequences of
My
her deeds.
authority is not for questioning.
Ooh.
Do as I ask.
What the fuck? What?
You did everything you could. Don't blame yourself.
Why did our relationship with Taylor go down, by the way, during that? That seems really weird. Like, I don't think we did anything wrong for Taylor to... I was gonna start Saul to be like, yes, this town's filled with evil, and he'd agreed with me and shit, and then I'd be like,
Right?
and it's you.
I figured that if the doll... And then that would be the end of it.
You made the right call. No way you could have seen what was gonna happen.
God, hold on, I want to fucking... What is my relationship with you? Because I almost... Why am I... What the fuck? Well, okay. I gotta question some things. Why, yo, Daniel, my boy, I saved you. We were homies. What happened? What? Like Taylor, I understand. I kind of like I did leave her to die for a second. Okay, I did leave her to die for a split second. But let's be honest, it was Daniel was gonna die, and Taylor had a little bit of time. But Daniel, what the fuck?
That accident is not on you. Whatever questions we still got, they won't be answered now. Let's just get out of here.
It doesn't feel like the relationships actually matter. I'm gonna be 100% honest, by the way.
You okay? What just happened?
Think we've seen the last of that kid.
You're... Why do we keep jumping to conclusions? Like, I'm fine with us, like, crafting theories and then talking about them, but, like, we jump to so many conclusions. It's insane, like, without mentioning anything. What the fuck are all my barrel? Oh. Oh, so it's just everybody survived. What?
Hey! I'm real sorry. I know it wasn't your fault.
What?
Both of us been through some real tough times.
Okay.
About half a mile or so, there's a diner with a working phone. You call for help and you leave this place. And don't you ever come back.
Wait,
Ain't nothing left here for you.
so he recognizes Andrew. I guess the reason I got so confused with like timelines too is because I think Andrew's hairstyle actually didn't change. Andrew looks pretty much exactly the same from his beginning. What? Wait, so the question is, so
How fucking great does this feel?
this is the
wrong. I'm so happy we all made it out of here.
where's the Andrew variant that Vince knew?
So? What's the deal now, T?
I don't know, D. But stick around. Let's see what happens.
I'm real sorry for what I've put you all through.
This is where the relationship, positive or negative, is
That's
going to come
gonna
in.
haunt me forever.
You're not alone here.
Take it easy on
We've
yourself.
all been through
You know
hell.
that, right?
We're finally
Okay,
getting out of
so
this hell.
everybody's dead. Oh, okay. That's still confusing as fuck though. So yeah, that's
I just wish we all could have made it.
Ferryman. Oh, he was the bus driver. So yeah, they were dead. He was the bus driver, so that's why the bus driver wasn't there.
We're diverting all traffic through Little Hope.
That's why he didn't want to go through Little Hope. And he was carrying the souls of the dead with him.
Confused.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just want to get these folks to where they need to be.
I doubt a short
Yeah,
delay will trouble him too much.
I did call the empty bus. I didn't call that, I will admit.
Can everyone just shut up? This isn't helping us find help or getting us out of here. Hi there. How you doing?
So,
Excuse me, but we're looking for our bus driver.
What?
Have you seen him?
Yeah, that's funny. Sounds like you could use a drink.
Better not, thanks. I need to keep a clear head.
What the hell is going on in there?
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in! Hey!
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
okay, so literally all that shit was in his head. Okay, no, you shut the fuck up. Okay, so a few things here that are going to be confusing. Okay, that kind of immediately gets rid of the entire character development for the characters, even though there was very, very little. At least John fucking grew a spine at the very end, which I was so fucking excited for. Dude, that was awesome as hell. Like, I think I would have preferred the idea that everyone just was dead and their souls were going on. Like, okay, so a comparison to this would be like Because I don't know what this like. He got over his demons of not being able to save his family. So the confusing bits are, I'm gonna fucking have a comparison in a second. The fucking confusing bits are, was the Salem shit, was the witch trial shit an actual thing? Was that all in his fucking head? If not, okay. What was with all the other shit where people were, where they had other lives? Because this doesn't seem like a matter of cycling shit. This seems like his fucking jumbled up fucking brain, where it would have been so much better if they were all just dead, and then at the very end they would all just pass on together. Like, that would have been so much of a fucking better ending and less confusing, honestly, because all this shit was in his head. So he, what's likely the outcome is he placed all of his thoughts, or like his entire fucking, his head was fucked. Okay, that's just how it is. He placed the faces of his family onto the faces of the witch trial, people he knew, people he encountered, and that's how that was created. It didn't actually happen. Could be the case, in which case he also created all the other variants that we came across along the way. The 1800s version of fucking Taylor. The fucking, okay. Yeah, okay. That okay. The fucking World War One version of Daniel. The the family makes sense. The versions that are more modern day now, I guess, make sense as well. And I guess it doesn't really matter anymore, because like, it doesn't make sense. It's fucking confusing as hell still, no matter what you fucking try to tell me. This could have been done better. I like to point that out. It's not a bad concept. It's done shittily. And what I think you should have done, instead of making it all in his fucking head, is you should have definitely had it be souls. You should have had it be definitively supernatural, and then they move on, and he's allowed to move on freely. So what you're having in this right now is, he's moving on from his guilt of not being able to save his family, like fucking Kylo Ren in The Rise of Skywalker was forgiven by his fucking dad. But guess what? That wasn't a Force ghost. It was, to my knowledge, it wasn't even a normal ghost of fucking Han Solo. You want to know what that was? That was a memory of his dad. That was him imagining his dad forgiving him. You know what that is? Not forgiveness, because that's you imagining someone forgiving you. That's not you actually being forgiven by that person. Same shit here. All right, it's all in his fucking head. So any development that happened doesn't matter. Any fucking forgiveness that happened doesn't fucking matter. If it was souls, it would matter more. I'm noticing a trend with Man of Medan too. This game tries to stay away from the supernatural, yet try to like, it it kind of involves it without directly connecting to it. Like, it kind of inspires theories around supernatural, but at the end of it, it will be like, oh yeah, here's the normal explanation. It was all in their heads or some shit. And it's like, just stick with supernatural. Like, just do that. It makes for a little bit more of a smoother process for ending it than having everything just be in his head and not fucking matter. And it's like, oh, he's guilt free now though. And it's like, it doesn't matter. If he thought his family blamed him, which is kind of stupid, but if he thinks his family blamed him for being the only one to escape, then he got over his guilt by himself, not necessarily them forgiving him. If it was their souls and they were like, don't worry about it, it's fine, move on without us, that would have been different. It's just, and then being fucking modernized, and that's all in his head too. It's just fucking weird. Again, it's not a bad concept. It could have been done differently and better, I think. Even with how it was done, I think it could have been done better. Even actually, no, I don't think so. Anytime you do this shit, anytime you just make it directly in their head, while I like that form of psychological shit where like someone will someone thinks they're fighting demons, but the demons aren't actually there or shit like that. I kind of like that, but more when it's involved with innocence around, where people can actually respond to it and be like, oh, he thinks he's the hero, but he's actually fucking insane. That's more like where I would go with it, but he wasn't doing anything in public. Nobody was fucking around except for Vince, and Vince was just, hi, bye, and that's pretty much it. Again, the issue with this is any form of development, relationship-wise, character-wise, any format, just gets immediate. Luckily, there wasn't much in this fucking game. And by luckily, I mean not at all luckily. But even if there was, even if this game was amazing, this ending would have thrown that all away. Like, that's what that ending means. For anyone who doesn't fucking recognize that, I don't fucking comprehend it. Because it's not them forgiving him, it's him forgiving himself and using them as an outlet to do it, which I don't give a fuck if it helps him. It's not necessarily the same. Granted, he'd be putting kind of false guilt on himself, sure, but in terms of like, oh, my family forgave me, it's like, are you sure? How do you know? Because I imagined it's fuck. Never mind. And it's like, yeah, that's what that means. Like, it's not what the fuck. This was done exceptionally poorly.
Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can get a different
What does it
result.
matter if it's all in his head? What does it matter if people fucking die? It doesn't matter. And he's never in any direct, like, danger.
Congratulations. Your single charge found a way through the guilt, the horror, and came away whole. And you eventually found him. The bus driver. Maybe he can now put the past behind him.
Again, it works for, like, when you put, like, guilt on yourself that shouldn't belong there. But if you actually think your family blames you for that shit, and then you have that be the outcome, it just immediately, again, it comes down to, like, the concept of my family, like, I'm sure they hate me for, like, what happened.
South Pacific,
And it's like,
or the Arabian Desert, or somewhere else.
I'm sure my family hates me.
But we will meet again.
And it's like, oh, it's been a month.
At least one
Do you think your family blames you now? No, I got over it. Oh, you think they forgive you? Or you think they don't blame you? And it's like, yeah, they forgave me. How do you know? Oh, I bumped my head and had a mindfuck journey, and they forgave me. That's not good enough. No. Again, it works in the situation for him, but overall, again, it just deletes any format of character development done to them because they weren't actually there. It'd be different if it was their souls. For the record, I'm clicking every button to skip past this, and it's not letting me. Okay, so yeah, overall, I think this was actually very poorly done. I think the concept was at least interesting. The ending fucks it up. Don't ever do shit like that in relation to guilt. If you want it to just be like, oh, individually wise, like he got over it, that's fine. A better format for it that would keep character development or relationship development. If it was in this game again, like Angela became less of a bitch by the end, and fucking Taylor was less of a bitch also, but overall, like, there wasn't much of a change. Fucking John wasn't a coward by the end, so there was character development by the end of the game. Overall, though, any format of development done for anybody or between people is immediately thrown out the window with this shit. Whether or not he got past his guilt or not, whether or not it was justified guilt or not, it doesn't matter, because immediately you just have to ignore everything because they weren't fucking real. And in regards to that, it's like, oh, they're fictional characters. Who cares? And it's like, sure, but they were all in his head in this fictional matter. Like, even if like you were to go for a fully told story, by the end, you still want your story to be concise, make sense, and overall be tightly bound in a just a format that makes fucking sense. Okay, it doesn't fucking make sense at all why you'd fucking do this. Like like I get what they were going for. I get it. It it's fine in terms of like what went down for like him, but in this format for this scenario, I definitely think they should have just kept it for Andrew's perspective. I think there should have been a lot more investigating going on, and definitely more dialogue between characters. Character development should have been a much larger part of this. Definitely relationships if this was the whole fucking scenario of him trying to get past his guilt off not saving his family. You should have had some investigative shit off of all the reincarnations. Keeping it within like this non-supernatural concept. You should have just done that. It's fucking annoying. Okay. But it's just there's other ways to do this, in which case also if you were to just have Andrew be the solo character and it's like, oh, you're taking away a lot of your ability to choose with the other characters. Yes, but you can also then as Andrew more to the person who you're trying to get over the guilt with by the end of the fucking game and by the end of the story. Because Andrew didn't only helped with 2 scenarios, and that was pretty much just saving actually, no, he did save John. He did save okay, so he helped out a little bit. Saved Angela, didn't save her for the final bit. John was the one to save Angela by the end. Daniel helped Taylor. Taylor was able to survive by biting the tongue. The only times where he directly actually saved them was when he was helping John, when he hit the demon on the face with the sledgehammer, and then also when we chose to help Daniel. So in that scenario, scenarios like choose who lives, who dies, or like we're forced into a scenario of trying to save someone, it matters a lot more when we're actually playing the character who's suffering from the fucking guilt and when it matters whether he's the one to do it or not. We had no, as Andrew, or just Andrew in general, not as Andrew, Andrew in general had no sway over Taylor living or dying. None. You should have had individual scenarios where you actually had Andrew meeting with everybody, hanging out with them, but it was pretty much Daniel and Taylor off by themselves doing their thing, and then Andrew by himself with the other two, or with John by himself, like with them by themselves when Angela was fucking lost. There's just issue with how this is done in terms of like the end concept. I know what you're going for. It doesn't work in the in the end. A better way for this to have worked with this concept, like this version of their idea, would have been to just be Andrew. That way you don't actually have to choose your own adventure with all the other characters in terms of developing their characters. All you have to worry about is how your relationships develop with everyone else, in which case that's different. How your relationships develop with everyone else is different from how their characters develop. Their characters can actually develop as you go along individually, or you can help them along the way, or you can hurt them along the way, in which case their development can be affected with your relationship with them, sure. But it would at least be a lot more focused on Andrew and his guilt and him helping them more directly in that scenario. It would make development a lot easier and a lot smoother rather than the player just kind of deciding how people end up. Because if multiple people play this game and they're like, who was your favorite character? And it's like, depends. How the fuck did you play? And it's like, oh, I played completely differently from you. Okay, so my favorite was John. He was a bitch. And it's like, oh, my version was cool. And it's like, okay, what? Like, you would have more of a consistent end game goal for all of your characters, excluding Andrew. This is why, like, A Wolf Among Us is a good selection because you have your primary character. And as much as I hate the game series, Life is Strange 2, they also work with a primary character. But the characters around them develop along the way, and the relationships can determine how their routes go along the way, but also they still keep pretty consistent to a single morality, or at least a not necessarily a broad, like they fit in the confines of a certain type of character they're going to wind up being for the most part. Unless there's some just fucking full-blown twist that the game's just gonna throw at you. That's just... This one definitely doesn't top. I prefer Man of Medan over this.
We'll start believing. We are under attack by...
So this is the next game.
You wouldn't believe me even if I
I'll
tried.
eventually
No.
get to this as well.
I don't believe it and I was there. In Sumerian myth, they say the souls of the dead
Hey, it's the thing. It's the statue from Exorcist.
where they lived on dust, plagued by the demons of the underworld.
So I'd actually prefer I'd have preferred a supernatural go-to, because then it would actually make the character development for the characters more interesting, because then it wouldn't just all be in his head. Again, that being all in his head fucks with me so much. I'm sorry, it just does. Ending aside, overall, I see what they were going for. The reincarnation shit still doesn't really make that much sense. It really doesn't, because whether you want it to be in his head or not, fine. Him having the original family, the modern versions of them, and then also the witch trials, I'm fine with those three. I don't know why you needed the other set besides just throwing the player off in terms of guessing what was happening. That's it. That's the only reason I can see that being in there, because it was barely discussed. It actually wasn't discussed. It was mentioned in one or two lines of dialogue, in which case, hey, Daniel, come on, look over here. You were apparently in a band. And that was it. It's just, oh my God. I still stand by pretty much everything I said along the way up to this point. We didn't even see the Reverend, by the way. That's another thing that was an issue, I think, is we didn't even have a good conclusion in terms of the witch trial thing. I don't think that concluded well. We didn't get to see the modern day Reverend, which I think we definitely should have. There should have been a scene where that little bit was concluded. Something, I don't know, us actually just getting a vision at the very end of you could have a split side by side where the judge was going after the judge was going after the witch trial Reverend, and then the police were arresting the modern day Reverend at the same time. Do something along those lines. Parallel the scenes as a very inset. That would be fine. Just something to kind of conclude that little bit left over, because now we're just we read everything that happened to the witch trial version of the Reverend, which again was all in his head, so we don't even know if it's true or false. I just fucking... you don't know what's actually there or not. Fuck. Never mind. I don't... Fuck. This was awful. This was awful. I understand why this game got bad reviews. So, characters were mostly trash throughout. They got better towards the end, but that's based off of choices, so take it or leave it, depending on how you play. Story, I think, was trash. I think conceptually, I get what you're going for. I think you could have done better. I think there could have been better versions of what you wanted to go for. Gameplay is pretty standard. There was only one moment that actually really irritated me, but aside from that, standard choose your own adventure game with quick time events. Yeah, just overall, I think the tone shifting was an issue, pacing was an issue, consistency in terms of how characters acted, or just logistics between the creatures attacking. I think that could have been flushed out a lot better. Why were they taking breaks in between? Why were the characters not just on full alert at all times? I've stated these issues over and over again. I'm going to just finalize it here, just summarizing it all. People not knowing where each other are, even we can see them looking at each other. If you want to do it, you should have been able to format focus the camera in a different position, fog up the environment, actually make it look like they can't see around them. You had that happen for some scenes, and then it didn't happen for most scenes, I think. It there were just and then quick shots of creatures that we actually don't even get to look at. I still don't even know what John was looking at originally on the bridge. There's a lot wrong with this game. There's a lot. There's a lot I have issues with. Just fucking hell. Next one I've heard's better. Until Dawn, Man of Medan, this game. That's the current order. Man of Medan, I think the ending I had issue with, but for the most part, the game was fine. I just like don't hesitate to go into supernatural. Like you can teeter that edge of like, is it supernatural? Is it not? I'm fine with that. But at the end of the story, you shouldn't have your conclusion invalidate everything you've currently played or seen. That's not how your conclusions to stories should operate. It just no. No. Ah. And the fucking ending felt so pointless because we didn't even save her. That was like, fucking, like it's like again, it's guilt that he placed on himself that he's not really guilty of. It's not like Kylo, but it's so like that fucking Kylo scene. This is just the final comparison. After this, I'm gonna sign the fuck off. Fucking Kylo talks to fucking Han Solo, and Han Solo's like, "I forgive you, son," and it's like, "Thanks, Dad." And if anyone like was next to, like, it rages is like, "Who the fuck are you talking to? What? 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 You don't see him? No. The fuck? What's happening? My dad forgave me. What? Ha- What? You bumped your head. That was in your head." But no. You imagined him forgiving you. That's not the same thing. We had the exact same shit happen here. I'm now remembering the scene where he is holding the little girl. The witch trial version, I think, is holding the little fucking girl when the place is about to burn fucking down. And Taylor just looks at him and it's like, "It's not your fault. You did all you could." Like that's him telling himself, "You're not guilty, dude. Just get over it." Like that is straight the same shit. I hate it. No, why? Outside of that, yeah, we definitely should have had an ending for the Reverend. I think we should have seen him burn or some shit. Either way, yeah, I'm done with this game. I'm done with it. This was awful. I had fun here and there, and like honestly, I got like a little hype towards the end, and then it just dropped. It just fucking dropped. I was like, oh shit, things are starting to make sense now. Reincarnation, it was all in his head. So all my investments now don't fucking matter. Ah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night.